Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Date Everything. Please be advised, the name of the game is not You Can Date Everything. It is a command. Date everything, chat. You will date everything, and you will like it. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome! I see Oak was here bright and early saying, hey, Longa! Valtube saying hi! Dagger says hi, everyone! Jin saying hi! How are you guys doing? Good to see you all. Oak comes in with the whole command right away. Oh, wait, but it's not appearing. What was that?
Oh my god. 4 years. Ain't that insane? It's been such a crazy journey with you. And watching you grow has been such a great experience I'm honored to have gotten to be a part of. Here's to many more my glorious King Celebi 5-wig twerk.
That is right, I am your glorious King Celebi 5-wig twerk. That is my royal name. You know, like when people become a pope, they get a different name? That is my king name. Wendy, thank you so much for ramping this up. 48 months, 4 years. That is crazy. But I'm grateful for all that time with you, Wendy. You are awesome. How are you doing? Welcome. There's no background music for some reason. Do I need to press space to start up? Where did we leave off last time? Microwaves can microwave glass, paper, and most ceramics, but not metal. That's right. Never put metal in a microwave. Now we got some music. There we go. But how are all of you, Wendy, Oak, Valtube, Dagger, Jin, and Eglin? Saying, I like to imagine whatever music is playing is just whatever Edgeworth throws on in the club we have going on here. I like that headcanon. But he tries to tie it into the games we're playing. He's very cognizant of what's going on around here. Lesbian Wolf says, hey, yay! Oak says, no, my quote number 253 command. I tried turning Streamlabs off and back on again. Give it another try. See if it maybe works now. And Oak says, yeah, Logan Streamlabs is down. Yeah, I picked that up from the whole command not showing up. So I tried to do it all stealthy, turning it off and back on. If that doesn't work, though, I don't know what to do, because then there'll probably be an issue with their server. And then Oak just copying and pasting it down, says, still never gonna let you live that down. Queen Katie says, howdy, how you doing, Queen Katie? Again, how are all of you? Wendy, Oak, Valtube, Dagger, Jean, Eklund, Lesbian Wolf, Queen Katie, and anyone else who's come in since those comments. How are all of you? Let me know if Streamlabs is hopefully back up. Let's go ahead, and while we're waiting, we're gonna load up our game where we left off. And it was just this one here. With the
Oh no, I didn't copy and paste that. I know it by heart. I recited it from memory.
That is a bit worrisome. I mean, you know how that's worse, right? You understand how that is worse, right? But thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. Oh, wait, did I talk over Boo at the end? Ah! But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, let's load up the game. So where we last left off, we were about to talk to the desk, because we had talked to the D20, and the D20 said that we're going to try and put together a D&D or G&G group. Huh?
Wait, can you catch me upon who all you've met RQ?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, yeah, let's do that. So if we bring up our phone, and thank you for the 10 bits, Wendy. Oh, wait, no, hang on. We got to put the glasses back on in order to do this. So we go to the phone, and, wait, where was Data Decks? And I'll show you who we've got. So, of course, we've got Skylar and Phoenicia. They're like the tutorial people. And Dorian, he was in the tutorial as well. We've got about a dozen or so people. So we got Captain Jacques Pirot, Mateo Manta, Amir, the Mirror, Lyric, the book man. We got Chance, he's the D20. He's the one that we talked to, and again, he wants us to talk to the desk, I think. He said the person is right beneath me or below me or something like that, and he's on the desk, so it's got to be that. To put together a G&G, a Gungeons and Dragons game. We got Maggie, the magnifying glass, and she was in the tutorial as well. We have Betty the bed. Yeah, she was in the tutorial as well. There's still a couple of... Yeah, we got Holiday, the box of various holiday decorations, and Lucinda Lavish, the DLC queen, I guess. So not a whole lot of characters, come to think of it. It looks like it says we've got 13 out of 102. So we still got a ways to go. So as I said, we are going to talk to the desk next. Because there's the D20, and we were looking at the drawer and everything. So it's got to be either the desk or the carpet, but the carpet's not highlighting. So it's got to be the desk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's vomit some hearts. That's where these hearts are coming from. We're vomiting the hearts. If it sounds like the hearts are coming from anywhere else, that is not true. We are vomiting the hearts. We're just gonna...
Upon reflection, it makes sense that your desk is as muscled and sturdy as she appears to you here now. But you still can't say you were expecting all this.
I like how her shoulders are the desk. So I needed to bring up a new character while I read some more in the chat. But also, I have a text file over here. And again, this is a game I have to tab out of in order to click other things. So you'll hear the music cut out every now and then. We have a list of other things that chat compiled in the Discord to check out. It was both Eglin and Queen Katie made a list together. So it's gaming console, hangers, shadow, chair, dresser, piano, hamper, dishwasher, HVAC system, cat clock. Eglin also had, I think, walls, and okay, wall was the only other thing that wasn't on Queen Katie's list. So yeah, so that's the list. If anybody has any other requests, let me know. But we're gonna try and prioritize the things that people have requested and get through as many as we can. Let me scroll in the chat though, so I can keep seeing stuff here. Queen Katie says howdy. Eglin says, all right then, BRB, making out with my remote. Are you putting on the date viators and turning your remote into a waifu and or husbando? Or are you just like remote control? Yeah, I got my remote control here. Is it just like, oh, there's a /J. Never mind. Dagger says, ugh, just woke up. Yeah, because what time is it over there in Ukraine? It's got to be like the early morning or something. Which again, for those who are here at like unusual times because of your location in the world, I really extra appreciate that. Queen said, wait, what about stream elements I was gonna work on? Quote archive I hope it's working again. Dragon says, hey, how you doing, Dragon? Oh, and there we go. So Streamlabs is back up. Huh?
I have a request. It's you. I want you to date yourself. Everything includes LoganRobo. Do it. Boo.
Ah! Wait, does that mean that I, myself, am an object? Chat, are you objectifying me? I'm an object. Also, I'm kind of sad. We don't have anybody over on YouTube tonight sending out brainwaves and signals into the universe for people to show up on YouTube. I guess maybe one stream of Date Everything was all YouTube needed of this. But thank you very much to the 10-bits Oak. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Streamlabs is back up. Quickita says still works. Yay! And Nora says, wow! What is it, Nora? Why are we whying? Why are we whying? Also, is this like unique music to the desk? Does every one of the 102 characters have their own set of music? I don't like that these are drawers. I think the pants should be drawers because the pants are drawers, you know?
She looks like she could snap you in half with a pinky. But also, like she gives the most incredible hugs imaginable.
You know, I don't trust this narrator. For one thing, snap you in half with a pinky, that's not something I'm attracted to. And someone who looks like they could do that does not look like someone who could give me the most incredible hugs imaginable. This narrator has bad judgment.
Aha! A stranger.
Oh.
I am Dasha.
Oh,
And you
welcome, Dasha. I am human being who looked at you with glasses.
You have quite the look on your face.
Quite the look. Yes. You have no date, mate. Dasha. Dask Vidanya. You see what I did there? Because she's a desk. Desk Vidanya. That's what I should have said. Desk Vidanya. I didn't think my desk could be up. You have a lot of muscles. Can you pick me up?
Of course I could. Would you like that?
I don't know. I want to reach high up stuff on top of the
These
shelf.
muscles aren't just for show, after all.
Mine are just for show. Wow, you weren't kidding. I haven't been picked up like this since I was a kid. Oh, so she did pick me up. I wish the camera would like
Dasha
move up a
never
bit.
lies. My muscles are capable of lifting far more than your feather weight.
Are you calling me scrawny?
Just like that,
Girl?
Dasha sets you down as gently as a feather.
Holding so much on my shoulders day in and day out. My job demands muscular perfection. That's enough about me, though. Tell me about yourself. You have intent in your eyes. Have you come to ask me questions?
Chat, what are our intentions? What are our intentions with Dasha? Oh, look, Nora popped over on YouTube. And there's little emotes exploding. Nora says, fear not, for I will fill the empty void that is YouTube chat. Oh, and Vero's over there. Said, when more of YouTube chat comes in, what bug would y'all like to be? Oh, yeah, we got to figure that out. Because, oh, crap, I still haven't responded to it. Eglin made a really adorable fan art of chat from Twitch and chat on YouTube. Yeah, we got to figure out what type of bug. That is a very good point. We might have to end up waiting until like Deltarune stream or something like that. But thank you very much, Nora and Vero, for holding down the fort on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, what is our intent with her? Wow, you're really perceptive. I want to learn to be better, to better converse with people. I was just clicking around, saw the desk. But no, we want her to join our Gungeons and Gargoyles, whatever it was. Galaxies. What was the first G for? Just clicking around, saw the desk.
Clicking around?
Yeah.
These are nonsense phrases.
I'm a nonsense kind of guy.
You seem directionless, bored, without aim.
Yeah, a little bit.
Allow Dasha to help.
Oh yeah, all right, let's do this. Yeah.
This is the spirit. You are winning already.
I don't think so. None of the girls I've met so far seem to like me in that way.
Pretend that I am the one who makes your heart flutter.
Oh, we're doing a role play. Okay. I hope I have an option that just says, will you marry me?
What would you say to me?
Oh, I'd say, will you marry me? Hello? You are the one who makes my heart flutter. I think I need to go to the bathroom.
You are telling the one who makes your heart flutter
Gallic
you need to
Logan
go
has
to
been
the
infected
bathroom?
with metaphor.
Huh?
He can't think about the galaxy without her infiltrating his mind.
I don't mind her infiltrating my mind. Gallica is wonderful. I don't know if you realize that. She is phenomenal. But thank you, Oak, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Whoa, YouTube chat is blowing up. Because yeah, Nora's saying, what bug? Vera said, I am indeed not. Oh, it's Eglin. It's Eglin. I'm sorry, because Vera is G. You're MG. I'm sorry, Eglin. I am so sorry. I got to get used to seeing your screen names over there. Do you forgive me, Eglin? Do you forgive me? Please forgive me, Eglin. Nora said, question mark, what about bugs? Eglin says, I'm Eglin, Logan. It took me a second. It's because Vero is written as G-G-E-E, and you're M-G-E-E. I got confused in my brain. Eglin said, to match with Chat Mantis, I want to draw YouTube chat as a bug. Nora said YouTube chat should be a bug hit. Eglin said, I can switch accounts if needed. No, it's okay. I'm caught up now. I figured it out. Thank you very much, Eglin. Over here on Twitch, Quikita says, I'm sort of doing well. It's that time of the month for me, but I handled it well by watching Digimon on my new DVD. I'm glad you're able to handle it well. I mean, I obviously don't know what that's like to go through that, but I hope things are going as well as they can for this particular event of the month. Said, and I just now learned to save stories from fanfiction.net. I still love that old YouTube video of welcome to fanfiction.net. And Dragon is doing the whole command. Dragon, I promise, I was talking about getting wisdom teeth removed, and how you're not supposed to like mess with the holes in your gums with your tongue, but because of that, it's a temptation. And that quote is taken out of context. Oak said, wait, never mind, Streamlabs back. Dragon said, oh, that's the whole command. Quikita says, because there's one story that I've been in love with since I was 13, so I want to save the story. Dragon says, lol. Oak said, that or it just hates me specifically. And Oak says, okay, it's back. Okay, yes, we're telling the one who makes our heart flutter, I need to go to the bathroom. Hang on, I gotta also scroll in the chat. Because, here's what's gonna happen. I'll be like, hey, baby, I need to go to the bathroom. Then she's gonna go, what? Without me? And I'm gonna say, okay, that's flirty, but it's kind of gross. Like, I don't want you, like, joining me while I'm doing my business. But, I mean, other intimate times, sure. So that's what we're gonna hope for.
Wait. Perhaps you are carrying on passionate affair with Jean-Loup.
Jean-Loup? I hope his last name is Bidet. Jean-Loup Bidet, because it's got to be the toilet, yeah? I haven't met, because the Lou is the toilets. I've not met Jean-Loup yet, but I will soon. We're going to meet Jean-Loup.
His music is not for everyone.
Music?
But perhaps his rhymes make you feel warm inside.
I don't know how I feel about a toilet that makes music. I'm sorry, who? Jean-Loup? Jean
Of
who?
course.
The toilet, of course. Not sure what I was expecting, but all right, sure.
But fair enough. This is not about him. This is about you.
I hope Jean-Loup, he's going to be like some kind of pervert, isn't he? He's going to be like, pee all over me, poop in my mouth. It's going to be so gross.
Let us continue.
All right.
Okay. Perhaps there is too much pressure.
Okay, no, try me again.
Perhaps we must go back to basics.
Okay, let's do this.
We are side by side at Tasteful Bar.
I hate bars.
I am just your type.
Okay, I mean, you got short hair, and not much else about you is really my type, but okay.
You wish to impress me. How do you get my attention?
What do we got? Crush my head between your thighs like a watermelon, mama? No! No game! I am not into that. Nice muscles. Can you pick me up? Would you mind sharing your lifting regimen? Okay, obviously that's too gross. The nice muscles, can you pick me up? I'm worried that she'll realize, wait, but that's what you said to me earlier. And I don't see her that way, so I'm just gonna say, would you mind sharing your lifting regimen?
I see you have excellent taste.
See, she seems to friendship like that.
There is truly nothing greater in life than the pursuit of gains. Here is my number, fellow muscle enthusiast. Now, the question is, will you know what to be doing with this number?
The number looks like it's the number of sets and reps, so that's how many times I'm gonna lift something. I tear it into pieces and throw it at you like so much confetti! I carefully fold it and put it into my pocket, then call you after a reasonable amount of time. I call you right away! Right then, right that moment.
Wow,
Ah.
you do not play games.
Yes, before I'm even out of eyeshot. Earshot, eyesight.
I never thought I would meet someone who feels the same as me. You have earned yourself date.
Ha!
Excellent work today. Come meet me another time if you wish to continue your lessons. I have much work to do, but I have enjoyed our time together here.
For those in the chat who are of the female variety, can you verify as to whether she's given me good advice or not? I don't think saying I'm gonna call her right away is good advice. Let's see, Oku saying okay, it's back. Wendy says, mwah, I'm all right. I'm so happy to see you play this. I just finished some Fire One Piece episodes, huh?
Yes.
Oh, so that works. That works. Okay, so I just need to get to a point where a girl gives me her number and then I just call her that instant. Like I get it and then I bust out my phone and I just dial it up right there, right in front of her and then call her. So next time a girl gives me her number, that's what I'm doing. Spoilers, it's probably not gonna happen for a very long time, but that's what'll happen, huh?
As a woman, I was not paying attention, so I'd give it's good advice what happened. Boo.
I knew that boo was coming. Thank you, Oak, for the 10 bits. The advice was that if I get a girl's number, that what I should do is I should call her right away, like right that moment. And Dasha was like into that. I'm like, that strikes me as bad advice. That is bad advice. But thank you, both Oak and Dagger, for the 10 bits each. And Wendy, I'm glad that you're enjoying your Fire episodes of One Piece, and I'm glad that you're doing well. Nora says to Oak, where were you all day? Eglin said, seeing the silhouettes and recognizing my favorites. Oak says, making music and hanging out with my dad. It's better than the toilet, who's apparently making music and swallowing our poop. All right, let's keep going. See ya.
See you next time.
So we are now friends with her, so that means if we come back to the D20, she should join us for Gungeons and Dragons, right? Okay, now it's late at night, so we need to go to bed. Game, don't freeze. There we are. So this should. Oh, I keep forgetting. I stand in the. Oh no, come on, open the door. There we are. So let's go up to bed, and then we're gonna meet some more people. I have a question though. Do I need to check with Holly every morning? Is that like a thing with her? Because I want to make sure I don't make her mad. I like Holly. She seems nice. Oh, hang on. I got something on my phone. A workspace. Oh, crap. It's the CEO again. David Moist. I should read some more of the chat before we talk to David Most. Let's see. Queen said, by the way, I noticed that Vero did some archiving last time, so that's cool. Lol, I'm going to try my best tonight, but we'll see. Oh, you mean of like the quotes? Valtube says, I will never get over the investigations 2 phase of this channel. I hope you'll like continue to stay with us long after that. I feel like every time we finish a game, we lose some friends, like the people who were there just for that game. And it's nice having you here, Valtube. Let's see, Dragon says, good, thanks. Nora says, I think whenever I say, tell me when you're free, that's when you don't tell me to Oak. Well, Lesbian Wolf says, I'm okay. Oak says, I haven't been free. I'm sorry. Over on YouTube, Jax is here. How you doing, Jax? Says, and I was supposed to be the YouTube MVP. Well, you're still the MVP, all-time MVP. I think Nora and Eglin are taking over today's MVP, but you can compete for just chatting and conversation. No, you don't need to compete because we love you, Jax. How are you doing? Nora says, no, us Twitchers had to take your spot. Eglin says, snooze, you lose. Jax says, this is what I get for being 15 minutes late. And Nora says, yeah. Okay, let me just scroll on the screen here a little bit, and then we'll get... Oh, there's Tiff! Said, can we get a quick look at the data deck so we can get a refresher on who you've met? We'll do that again after... Oh, wait. Tiff, were you here when we did it before? Or... Let me know if you still need it, and we'll do that again. Otherwise, right now, let's talk to David Most.
I'll do it on tonight. Yo.
Oh, is he drunk?
It's your boy, David Most.
David Most.
Coming to you live from the best virgin mojito bar ever.
I don't think those mojitos are virgins.
Like, this stuff for real is legit so
I think
good.
these mojitos are
I've had
whores.
like 12, and I feel amazing. Can't believe there's not any alcohol in it. JH19.
JH19.
Hey, did you guys see how dope that presentation was? We rocked that! Like, people keep saying we're at dire financial straps and need urgent restructuring. Even my dad was like, you're gonna get smoked by your top competitor, Bitewave. Dead ass. And I'm like, okay, Dad, if you like Bitewave so much, why don't you marry them?
Let's marry Bitewave.
But does Bitewave have a contract with the U.S. government? No. I just want to say I love you guys, but not Franklin.
No.
Don't love or miss Franklin
No.
at all. You hear me, Franklin?
No, he doesn't because Franklin's gone.
Night-night, nerds.
Good night, Papa Moist. Okay, that was totally worth it. Let's go to bed. Oh, that's right. I gotta take my glasses off. Yay. Let's see. Oh, Vera says, hi, guys. Hey, Vero, how are you? Welcome. Did you just arrive? Are you fresh in the chat?
Heal me, Logan Man just finished issue 6 Gosh Bumblebee issue. Next I heard it's even worse. Also, did they change Blue Streak's name to Silver Streak because he isn't blue? Boring.
Boring. No, they changed it because Hasbro temporarily lost the rights to the name Blue Streak, and so any toy they made of him they called Silver Streak because he was technically silver colored, and because of the corporate synergy in the comics, he had to be called Silver Streak. In the same way, like Octane got called Tankor for a while, and in like the second IDW continuity, you had like Flywheels was called Skytread, and Reflector was called Refractor because they lost the name. I hate it when they do that type of stuff. At least sometimes in IDW they give reasons for that. Like at one point they lose the rights to the name Trailbreaker, and so they come with a reason to call him something else. But yes, that's why. Let's also save again before we continue any further. And we're gonna stagger our saves, I think we decided, yeah? So once again, I'm trying to figure out if we need to see Holly every morning, because I don't want to like lock into a relationship with her. So I'm assuming maybe I don't need to see her every morning, right? So should I click some other stuff? I should probably click some other stuff. I think the cat clock was on the list, so we should let's click on that next and see what happens. But first, let me read a couple more comments to the chat though. Nora said, "I will beat you, Toke." Wendy said, "Me and Tiff have the same brain." Tiff said, "Beat me to it, lol." Oh,
Just saw a car that I wanted to have and I got it.
Ooh.
I'll be getting it physically very soon, but I'm very excited.
Nice. What kind of car is it? I wish I had that type of financial stability, but in a couple of months, I'm finally gonna have paid off my car and I'm gonna own it lock, stock, and barrel. Won't have to be making any car payments or anything like that. But how, oh, those Cozy. How you doing, Cozy? Good to see you. Welcome. If you guys have been checking out Cozy's art that she's been posting in the Discord, it is so good. It is so freaking good. Okay, so let's, again, I'm going to assume we don't have to talk to Holly every single day because I don't want to lock into her yet. Although you guys did say you can date as many people as you want. I'm going to assume that we can go without talking to her for a day. So we're going to try the clock next, because this is on the list and it's right here. So it's going to check the clock.
You see a slim, dainty gentleman in a well-tailored suit. He's absorbed in the ticking of a fancy pocket watch, but it's the feline ears on his head that most catch your attention.
Okay, so there is a cat in the house that is not one of those, what did Mateo call those things? The yarn animals? So we got a little kitty cat friend, but let me read it, as I was saying, a couple more comments in the chat though. Quickita said, don't forget you can check VAs on their pages too. I should check that soon. Quickita says, Betty Hart, when he said, Chance is so fun. I've been rocking heavy with him. Dragon says, ooh, Chance's pants are like a pouch. That's cool. Nora said, chat, there is Yuri in this game. I learned this earlier, but I won't say who. Yeah, Nora, I think the fact that you're obsessed with Yuri might be why people assume that you're into like girls loving girls. Again, nothing wrong with that, though. Let's see, over on YouTube. Oh, Dermo has arrived. Saying morning, Dermo. How are you? Welcome. Good to have you here. So we got a kitty cat friend. Let me just tab out so that I can scroll in the chat while we talk to the cat and see what we got here.
A tail sprouts from just above his backside, moving back and forth in time with the watch.
Oh, you know what I wish this was? Because, you know, they used to have those old classic clocks that I think were based on Felix the cat, but they're wall-mounted clocks, and the tail was always the pendulum. And I think the eyes would move back and forth. So he's a cat clock, but he's the wrong kind of cat clock. Maybe, I bet they probably tried to have the wall-mounted one, but realized that it was like copyrighted or trademarked or something and had to do this type of clock. That's why the tail swishes with the time.
Tick, tick, tick.
Hello? Talk. Lyme disease is no joke. It's kind of a joke. So we'll say talk.
Teresa wall-mounted one downstairs.
Oh crap, that's what we should have clicked on instead. I need to find that. Thank you, Vero. I feel better about this universe now. Thank you for the 10 bits. Talk.
Don't. Do not taint the perfection of the clock with your disgusting imitation.
Is this freaking Nagito?
Why have you come? I don't see interruption to meditations on the beauty of time on the schedule.
This is freaking Nagito! I live here, dude. Be a total jerk to a stranger on there. I just want to appreciate the beauty of time, or whatever, with you. We obviously wouldn't want to be a jerk, but this is a bit too flirtatious. I'll just say, I live here, dude.
I am not disputing that.
This is freaking Nagito.
But you are not on the schedule. Do you understand? Perhaps you do not know this, as so few are as attuned to time as I am.
I'm gonna give Bryce Pappenbrook some credit here, assuming I'm correct. That's what it sounds like. He's doing a slightly different voice than every other single thing he's ever done.
But punctuality is of the utmost importance.
Huh?
British Bryce Pappenbrook jump scare.
A little, is he even like, is he even really British? I mean, he's doing schedule, but I can't tell if, I need to pay more attention. We gotta see if he actually has a British accent or if he's just being hoity-toity and proper. But thank you, Oak, for the 10 bits. Oh, and a pin message from Vero, written by Vero, pinned by Crystal, said, I made this guy hate me as soon as I heard this shrill voice. Are we supposed to be mean to, chat, am I allowed to be mean to people? You guys were mad at me when I was like, not hitting on Betty. I should be mean to people. Over on YouTube, Jack says, hey, Dermo. Dermo says, oh my gosh, it does sound like Nagito. Hey, Jax. Here on Twitch, Wendy says, I headcanon that we are farting hearts, actually. So we just turn around and just... Should I make that noise next time? We'll see how that goes. Dragon says, ooh, look at her. Oak says, oh, I also finally got started with Deltarune Chapter 4, and there's a long opening, like Chapter 3 goes right into the dark world, but Chapter 4 has like 3 hours of Logan time at the beginning. I was kind of surprised Chapter 3 didn't have us like wandering around the city. I almost said faraway town, but that was Omori's town. Oh, and a poll has appeared on Twitch. A chat Sruvi, is Logan allowed to be mean to people? Yeah, so go ahead and cast your votes. I need to know. But okay, punctuality is of the utmost importance to this kitty cat.
So if you wish to speak to me, you must make an appointment.
Is emphasizing every third word part of the routine too? Are you some kind of VIP or something? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Let's ask if he's a VIP.
If VIP stands for very intelligent and punctual,
It doesn't.
then yes, I am.
I mean, you get the very part correct. It is very.
If you wish to make my acquaintance properly, you will return with an appointment.
But I think I have to talk to you to get an appointment, bro. Are you gonna at least tell me your name before I do that? Oh, we still don't know his name. I don't even know who you are yet. Who am I getting an appointment with? Yeah. And who am I getting an appointment with exactly?
Sweet heavenly hours, I was so busy reprimanding you, I forgot to introduce myself. Not that you didn't deserve it for breaking from the schedule. But it is no excuse. Timothy Timepiece, at your service.
Tim Time! You know, I wish, and obviously this would probably require a lot more assets, but because like you look at the clock, it's 9 a.m. I wish the hands on his clock would match whatever time of day you're talking to him. You made a new data move! Wait, what'd you say? I shouldn't talk over you. Sorry, Timothy Timepiece. Guess that explains the obsession with time.
It most certainly does not.
What does it explain?
We should all be obsessed with the beauty and perfection of time. The safety of it, really. As long as one abides by the schedule, nothing can be out of place. You will abide by the schedule, won't you?
Say schedule one more time. Courtsars, but yeah, say schedule one more time, bro.
You mock my speech?
Yes, even though, frankly, it is impressive that a cat can talk, but I have high standards for kitty cat language.
Desist at once!
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? The big deal is that any deviations from the schedule will result in disaster.
Disaster.
I shan't elaborate further. I will see you at noon sharp, and we can speak then. Do not be early, do not be late, and do not try to see me at another time.
Okay, so the only time we can hang out with bro is at noon.
If you do, catastrophe. Untimeliness.
Untimeliness. Oh.
See you then, and not a moment before.
Oh, I mean, it's 12, so I guess we could go there now. I won't. Oh, and my phone just did a Discord notification. Discord! Tinfoil hat bro!
Based on how plastered David was in his last most mail, he must have finally discovered the prototype is missing. He'll sober up soon, though. And when he does, he'll stop at nothing to ensure its retrieval. If he fails, he'll be at the mercy of some very powerful people. He'll never allow that.
So how about I just don't answer the door when he comes here? How do you know all this? Hey, do you trust me to do this? I'm just an average nobody.
I guess it's imperative that we trust each other. And I've been asking you to trust me without being fully transparent. I know all this because I created the date viators.
Yeah, I assumed. Yeah, I basically guessed that.
Sure, whatever. Anyway, I can't talk now. I'm stealing coffee shop Wi-Fi, and the barista finally noticed I'm only ordering tap water. Remember, under no circumstance allow David to know you possess the prototype.
See, now if David messages me, I want to tell him that I have the prototype for funsies. Okay, let's see what is next on the list here. I got to tab out of the game here.
No, not yet. He mean noon tomorrow since it wouldn't make sense to do it today.
Okay, I was gonna, because he should have clarified. I was gonna say it is noon now. Oh, but except we can't anyway, because isn't that the whole thing, is that the objects can only be woken up once a day? Or am I misremembering? Maybe the limit is just 5 date people total. But thank you very much, Dragon, for the clarification, for the 10 bits. Okay, so next we got gaming console, hangers, shadow, chair, dresser, piano, hamper, dishwasher, HVAC system. Let's see if we can find one of these objects next. Does that book have a lock on it? Okay. Let's go, oh, but I also want to... Is that a treasure chest? There's so many things I want to open. What is that, a hand grenade? Oh, that's the knob of the dresser. There's so many things in here. And you guys are telling me that I should not click the duck, apparently, but that makes me want to click the duck. Where I know the toilet's going to be named Jean-Loup. What else we got in here? This is our workout equipment. Anything in this closet? tennis racket. Oh, little teddy bear. So where's all my gaming stuff? Game console. That was one of the big things. Yeah.
You should click the duck smile.
Oak says I should click the duck. Oh, and the poll's done. And yes, it is funny. I'm allowed to be mean to people with 90% of the vote. Thank you very much. We could do another one that says like, should I click the duck? Should I click the duck? Okay, so we found the gaming console. That is the next one here on the list. So let's try this one.
The game console turns on.
Oh, wow, we just barely met this gaming console and we've already turned it on.
Team 17. Sassy Chap Games. Moon Surgeons. Resurgence.
Team 17 and Sassy Chap, I think those were the devs for this game, right? At the beginning of the opening, when you load up the game?
This has to be the most immersive video game you've ever played. Your in-game companion is an absolute stunner. But she doesn't leave you much time to take in the sight of her.
I mean, again, you're over-exaggerating. She looks fine. I would immediately call her like, oh, she's a stunner. But again, as I said before, like this art style is it's fine. But I'm not crazy for it yet. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat while we trade it. Oh, are those cords supposed to be tails, or are they just attached from her gun? I'm not sure. Queen said, oh yeah, and Logan, if you ever want to meet Penelope later on, just holler and I can help you out. Oh, that's right, we gotta figure it out. I guessed early on the Penelope might be either a car or an envelope or a pen, just based on the name. Oh, and the poll is do the duck. I gotta see how the options are described. Do the duck, yes. Crystal says yes. Yep, no, please do the duck. When you say do the duck, that sounds a little different. Dermer over on YouTube saying, oh, did I read that before? I'm really looking forward to seeing what on earth the piano will look like. The piano is on our list. So first of all, we got gaming console here. Let's check her out.
She waves you forward, looking around as though she expects an attack to come at any moment.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back.
Okay, does she sound familiar? I can't tell. Made new dateable. Oh, that was all just... Oh. Luna! No last name! Huh?
Which way do you want to go?
My friend said that the art style looks like the Icebreaker cover art lol.
Icebreaker cover art. I need to Google that. I need to see what that is. Hang on. Icebreaker... Oh, no, not cover. Oh, it kind of does! Oh, that is an Icebreaker... Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Icebreaker the one that is like a really trashy, like adult novel that the cover art looks like it's made for like young adult fiction? And so some bookstores are like putting it in with the teeny bopper stuff when really it's like extremely X-rated sex stuff. Is that the one? But yeah, it kind of looks like that. And I don't know, I'm just not a fan of that style. I'm not disparaging the style. I'm not saying that it's like bad art or the people who make that type of art are bad artists. It's just not for me, personally. But if you like it, to each their own. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Oh, we got an,
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I was correct. So maybe that's why they're trying to emulate the classiest of literature smut out there. So thank you, Dagger, for that comparison and for the clarification. Well, we got a new person over on YouTube. Burner says it's the video game, and Burner has a Miles Edgeworth profile picture. How you doing, Burner? Wait, is this your first time here? I'm trying to think I've seen you before, because we did just barely finish Ace Attorney Investigations 2, like last week. 3 streams ago. I think Sunday was we finished the game. But all the VODs are there on YouTube. They're in the playlists tab. Huh?
Take last biddy and get a woman biddy. Follow wires.
No! Shadow, I'm not gonna follow the wires. Okay, I need to explain this follow the wires thing because I think this is the second time the Shadow's mentioned it. And thank you very much, Shadow, for the bits. Years ago, before I got like much of any following on Twitch, just starting those streams, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, and there was a bit where I was doing a side quest and it got bugged. and I was stuck on this thing of follow the wires. And I was supposed to like follow the wires out of this room and like up onto the roof or something. And I did, and it just never advanced the quest, even though I followed the wires. And so I was stuck with for like 3 hours with follow the wires on the screen. But yeah, Burner, if you're new, let me give you the rundown real quick on the channel. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We just started some new games. So right now we're alternating between Date Everything and Deltarune, chapters 3 and 4. We just started chapter 3 last night. And I don't know how long these games are gonna be. Obviously with Date Everything, we're not gonna like go until we've dated and romanced everything. I think we're gonna meet a bunch, pick someone, romance one person, and that'll probably be our Date Everything playthrough. But we got a bunch of other games planned, so I hope you enjoy your time here, Burner. And Eglin said I have to be over here. I'm furiously clicking this no button. Oh, and the poll for Do the Duck. Let me check and see how the poll's looking so far. Right now, no is up with 59% of the vote, with yes in second place and 35%. Although there are like four different types of yes. So we got to combine those. So that would technically be 40%. But no is winning 60 to 40 at the moment, with right now no receiving 1,896 votes. But there's still a little bit of time. It could change. Which way do we want to go, Luna? Oh, what? You're being very forward. Do you think we've met or something?
Of course we've met. We're in the middle of a huge battle for Regolith on Colony 16.
Yeah, her voice sounds familiar. Where do I know her voice from? Regolith, wait, yeah, let's battle!
Had me scared for a second, Yael.
Yael, that is my name. And I am ready to yes and the crap out of whatever games you want to play with me, girl.
Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you are thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna feed so much Zaker into scroufs.
What are we gonna do?
Put Zaker in the scroufs. Oh, and the poll is done, and no has won with 62% of the vote. 2,251 votes, with Nora contributing 917 channel points. So chat doesn't want me to click the duck. So you know what that means? I gotta do the duck. Maybe later. We got our priority of the chat's submitted list of things to do first. But we might have to do the duck. Because like now I'm curious. Okay, what are we gonna do? Unload a whole lot of Zaker charges on the Scroufs. Talk to the Scroufs, run away from the Scroufs. What the F for the Scroufs? No! My protagonist doesn't F Scroufs, huh?
Wait, isn't this Yuko from Persona 3 Reload?
Oh, okay, maybe that's why I recognize her. We gotta listen. Thank you, Vero. I think it might be, huh?
Hey, Mr. Logan, how much money for you to abandon democracy and do the duck immediately?
$50. $50. I'm gonna be honest, Chad, I'd probably do it for 20, but I'm gonna try and hold out for 50. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Over on YouTube, Dermo says, by the way, as for a bug for YouTube chat, how about a ladybug? You know, because it's red. Oh, like because the YouTube logo is red with a white spot on it, the right triangle. So, yeah, ladybug, although ladybugs, I guess, have black dots. I had to save one's life. The other day I was leaving to go to the gym, and I go out to my car, and there was one crawling around in the window of my car. And if I'd driven off, it would have been taken away from its home. So I had to remove it. Dermo said, please never look into the camera and say, we gotta do the duck. Oh crap, I just did what you said not to do. Dermo, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Over on Twitch, let's see. Dragon says she's cool. Eglin said added 3 more afterwards. Toolbox, Breaker Box, and Time Capsule, which will take a bit to get to. Okay, let me write those down on our list of submitted stuff here. So that was Toolbox, Breaker Box. I remember seeing the Breaker Box, and Time Capsule. Okay, so thank you very much, and we can continue to take more suggestions, but we already probably have more than we'll have time to get through tonight. But we're gonna unload a whole lot of Zaker charges on the Scroufs.
Bizork.
Ah, that sounds like a swear. Oh. What was that noise?
Eat Zaker, worm!
I think you guys might be right. I think this might be Yuko. I like her. Even though I don't think narrator was correct in calling her a stunner right off the bat, I like her. Her personality is winning me over.
88 charges later, that's a whole lot of Scrouf carcasses. Nice haul.
I think you're right. Yes, that is totally Yuko. Oh, Queen Katie says she's role-playing Logan. Well, it's probably because we're playing a role-playing game. No, I like her. Is there anything wrong with role-playing, Queen Katie? I mean, it sounds fun, huh?
Okay, well, I have neither $50 nor $20, but I have $1 and I will be very nice and polite about it. Hello, Mr. Logan, whom we love very much. May you please consider speaking to the duck soon?
Okay, here's how we do this. Because you didn't, I was gonna say if we get 3 people to donate $1. But since you didn't say boo, we'll count yours as 2. So if one other person donates $1, so I know that more than one person wants to see the duck, then yes, we'll do the duck right away. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 100 bits regardless. And we will get to the duck, like, soon-ish. Oh, there's a pin message written by Crystal. Ah, why? Oh, it's Weedle. How you doing, Weedle? Welcome. How are you? Pin message from Crystal says, that's a lot of Logan noises. Oh, is that what she's doing? She's making Logan noises?
That ought to teach Celine and her goons.
Yeah, I hate that, Celine.
We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class upholders, as well as surveillance class.
Can't stand when people hold ups.
We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence.
Oh, I like
you up for it?
I like utmost violence than utmost whatever the crap Catboy wanted. Timothy Tim Tom time. Violence is right. Let's go. We got the right equipment. Is this a stealth section or something? Oh, because she says sneak. No, yeah, let's go. We got to ask if we have the right equipment, though. I do need to scroll in the chat, though, because here we go. Because, like I said, I have to click out of the game whenever I do that. My apologies. But Queekita said, also, about the gaming console, their story will surprise you, but don't let it fool you. That's all I will say. Also, they count as a controller. It's connected to the console, so yeah, same character. So, I mean, I'm enjoying this so far. So there's going to be surprises from the sound of it. Lesbian Wolf says, hangers! Dagger says, I currently live in Korea. So it's 10:45 in the morning. So if you were from Ukraine, like what brought you to Korea specifically? Was it like a work type of a thing? That's really cool. Oak said, yes, we are objectifying you into a transformer. You know, I'll be totally honest. Huh?
Does it count if I donate for Crystal? Because as far as I know, she also wants the duck. Also, we love you very much, Mr. Logan.
Okay, that'll count if, for the next couple of weeks at least, maybe even longer, no boo at the end of the TTS. Deal? Deal? I thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Or, well, 100 bits, 100 bits, 100 bits. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. So yeah, so if we make a deal, no boo at the end of the TTSs for at least the next 2 weeks. Deal? Deal? But let's see. Yavir was saying we are objectifying you in transfer. Oh, that's right. I was going to say, here's the thing. Like, I think this is a guy thing, probably. But I know that the whole thing is like, you shouldn't objectify people, and especially like women don't want to be objectified, very understandably so. But I feel like us guys, we kind of spend a lot of time thinking like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool if like a girl would objectify me. I'm just saying. But yeah, let's go. We got the right equipment.
You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit.
Yeah.
It'll help us get through the sensors in there.
I hope her outfit actually changes for her +5 shadow suit.
Upholder tech is nasty.
Oh, yeah.
I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
Put on your +5 shadow suit. Sounds good. Following. Where are we going? Yeah.
This is a big deal, but I'm willing to do it. For 2 weeks. If I break it ever, it probably is an accident, so please remind me, and I will donate an additional 10 bits to make up for the scary.
And that was 50 bits. Thank you, Oak. And then Crystal with a pin message saying I will count the Talking to the Rubber Duck as my salary for the next 2 months. For those who don't know, I pay Crystal as a mod in salary of pictures of my cat. I mean, you can still ask for a picture of my cat whenever you want, Crystal. I like showing off my cat. She's adorable. But okay, I guess after this, we got to go see the duck. I am so sorry, Eglin and Nora. We got to find something nice to do for Eglin and Nora to make it up to the two of you. How about this? Eglin, Nora, you two get to choose, like anywhere on the list of stuff that I have, you two choose the very next two that we do right afterward. You don't have to wait till we get down on the list in the order they're in. You guys get to choose the next two. Does that sound fair? Over on YouTube, Derma says, for all you know, the duck could be an instant game over. Oh, okay, it's true. I should save before doing that. And Jack says, I also wouldn't suggest doing the duck. But thank you very much for the messages here. Bye-bye.
Logan, you are behind on my salary. Transformers yapping.
That is true. I need to do that. I need to do more of that. I've just been so busy lately. And like so much of the time I'll be like, I want to go on Discord, I want to do that, but I need to edit a video for TikTok, and then it takes so much time. But thank you very much, Vero. I need to do that. I don't want to become like V Shoujo and be behind and delinquent on my payments. And thank you again for the 10 bits. Oh, and there, pinned message though. On Twitch says, and Queen Katie also voted for no. Okay, so I think Nora voted the most with the number of points, and Eglin sounded very, very insistent as well, and Queen Katie. So you three get to pick the next three. So Nora, Eglin, and Queen Katie, you three get to pick the next three that we do immediately after the duck. Does that sound fair? So let's keep going here. All right, sounds good. I'm following you, baby.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
I love the narrator is just, describe this. We're not in the living room anymore. We're in the game.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use.
Oh, or maybe this means that the game is on and I'm playing the game with her.
With my trock picking skills, we'll have this open in no time.
Yeah, pick those trocks. This door is trocked. Luna, tell me more about yourself. No, let's get it done! I'm gonna play along with her.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. There will be Surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm.
Sounds dangerous. Sounds awesomely dangerous.
It is. Very. How do you suggest we do this?
As quietly as possible, try to date one of the guards. Who cares? Guns blazing! I feel like she'd like guns blazing, right? She's growing on me. I'm starting to like her. She and Holly are now neck and neck for some protagonist necking. So let's say, except who cares? That sounds almost dismissive. I don't want to be dismissive, but I think she'd like guns blazing, right? I need to think about this. I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Quickita said, Logan turns to Amir. Okay, can you turn my reflection back on? I need to date myself. Now, here's the thing. Chat, if we're being totally real, I know all of my flaws and imperfections. I would not date myself. I'd like to think I can do a whole lot better than myself. Everyone said, aw, dang, your YouTube date stood us up. That's okay. Hopefully our YouTube date will be back for Deltarune, maybe. Dagger says, does that mean the original Logan is a car? Ooh, maybe. Maybe. I think Cozy was asking on Discord what object I would be if I was in this game. I think, who said? I think Ray said a transformer. Nora said loneliness. I was saying maybe my calculator watch here, because it's, as I said on Discord, it shows my appreciation for math. And it is something I always wear everywhere. Like if I ever somehow forget to wear it, I feel naked without this watch. And so like whenever I'm doing commercials or like small parts in movies and things like that, I always try to see if I can sneak it on. I always go to the wardrobe person's like, can I keep this watch on? And usually they're like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, keep the calculator watch. I'm like, yes. They usually don't let me keep it on if it's like a period piece. Like if it's medieval England, they don't want me wearing a calculator watch. Huh?
Logan, you are the DLC red shirt.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? I was thinking about that earlier. I forgot to wear the red shirt again. I hope I don't have to wear the same shirt for every one of these streams. I was wondering why they have those the red shirt in this. And you know what I realized gotta be is because the DLC probably want to have, here's an alternate costume for you, but we're an unseen protagonist, so everyone just has to say it. So I am the red shirt. I feel like any player could be the red shirt though. So, but maybe. I dig that. Thank you very much, Vero, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Again, I'm so torn because I want her to like me. Definitely not try to date one of the guards. As quietly as possible. Except she said stealth mission. So maybe she would like as quietly as possible. Who cares does sound dismissive. So let's try that as quietly as possible.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
With the shadow suit, there's no way they'll hear us coming.
Yeah.
Using all your available grace and patience, you and Luna slowly make your way down the corridors.
Close behind me, Yael.
Yael.
You drift past both grunt and surveillance upholders with ease.
Good choice on the stealth. I usually prefer the part where we...
Where we guns blazing, where we what?
There you are.
There you are. She sounds like that. Any of you guys ever played Phasmophobia? There's one of the ghosts that makes that noise. Oh, and there's a pin message on Twitch. It says, the choice has been made. Hangers, hamper, wall. Thank you very much, Crystal. So those will be the next 3 that we'll do after the duck. Hanger, hamper, wall. So thank you very much.
Oh no! Assassin!
Assassinate the assassin!
From your stealthy vantage point, you can get a vague sense of what's happening. A vast laser juts out from some sort of holographic human from down the end of the corridor.
Dive in front of it, take the shot, and save Luna's life!
The light engulfs Luna
No!
and renders her immobile.
We gotta save her. Grab Luna and run. Watch helplessly. No, I'm not gonna watch helplessly. I'm gonna grab Luna and run.
Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway.
Yeah!
Once she is removed from the power
What
of
was
the
that like?
strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride.
Hey, that's romantic. Give her a wink and smile. Continue to run. Let's give her a wink and a smile. Oh.
Guess I don't have to whisper anymore.
Ah, she likes it. I'm liking this girl. Yeah, her and Holly. They're my top 2 at the moment. See, Eglin said, yes, every character has their own music. That's gotta be why this game took so long to make then, right? Quicket said, but Logan, if you want the pants to be drawers, then the drawers would be drawers, underwear, and what would you really do would you really do that to Majestic Dasha? Oh, that's a good point. Well, you know what? We'll just know that the drawers are underneath there. Is that fair? Oak said, this narrator is clearly into butch lesbians. Dragon says, Dasha, I like her. Wendy says, I'm gonna enter lurk mode for a bit because I'm exhausted from work. I'm excited for the good vibes. This game is a riot. Well, thank you very much for the lurk, Wendy. I hope you're still able to absorb the good vibes, even from the lurking vantage point. Lesbian Wolf says, yes, all the characters have different music. They have sound effects of the objects in it. Dragon says, and judging by the music before she spoke, I had a feeling she'd have a Russian accent. I didn't even pick that up, but I like it. Queen said, also, if we're doing a 3rd stream next week for the game, I have a recommendation character for that stream. I would do it now, but I want to save her for next stream after meeting other characters in advance. Well, at the rate we're going for characters, I figure we've probably got at least another stream or 2 after this. Well, I guess it depends on how long it takes to romance one character. So we'll see as we go. Over on YouTube, oh, it's just that Dermo has a message redacted. Okay, well, it's mysterious. Yeah, you don't have to whisper anymore, baby.
You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah.
Krah.
We lost a lot of gear there in the Tryst of battle.
Tryst?
At least we still have enough health to get us through to the end.
Isn't a tryst like a romantic affair?
We're getting close.
Oh yeah, we're getting so close, baby, to each other.
You want to press on, or should we take a crafting break?
Press on each other, and then craft each other's break. I am not good at flirting. To the boss. What's crafting? I don't like crafting. We're gonna go to the boss.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
This is a long hangout, but I'm enjoying her.
Oh no. There it is.
What?
The horror of it all.
The horror?
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
Oh no! Which one do I shoot? I'm just lucky they don't have both have beards. I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Chat, which one do I shoot?
You came just in time for the festivities to begin.
Oh, she's playing the other character too.
Celine Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power.
I like her. Who's Crescentia? Who is Celine? Shoot her in the face already! I mean, crap, I feel like asking who either of them are, like she might like to try and explain, but I feel like she thinks that I already know these things, so we gotta play along. I'm gonna ask who's Crescentia, because saying you're Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power. Who is Crescentia?
Crescentia, the goddess of the moon. We found her in 2066, and next year she'll be destroyed, leaving us free to harvest.
The moon? The harvest moon?
Swell.
Charge, bitch!
Don't you call? Oh wait, no, you're the good Luna. Yeah, I guess you can call her that.
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
I hope Luna plays the monstrous creature also.
Crescentia, go!
Oh, she is! Oh, she's Crescentia. I'm really enjoying Luna. Okay, now I need to read some more in the chat. I really do need to because we are an hour into stream somehow, and I'm probably already very, very far behind. Let's see. Jin says, my internet keeps cutting out. I'm sorry, Jin. Are you able to, like... I hope you're still able to, like, enjoy being here. I'm sorry, Jin. Oak said, speaking of teeth, I think my orthodontist messed up my retainer somehow. Wait, how so? Why is that? Eglin said, peeing all by yourself, handsome. You see, if that's what the person had said, then yes, that would have been flirty, Eglin. Nor the question mark. Oak said, like, there are usually two main options for retainers. Dragon says, oh dang, I know that feeling. Funny that I finished mine a few days ago. Glad you're doing well all the same. Lesbian Wolf says, I love this game so much. Oak said, there are little clear plastic molds of your teeth that you put in, and then there are Holly retainers, which are basically just wires you put in. Those are the ones I usually see. Nora said, I think I ate too much chlorine? Nora, chlorine is poison. You should not be eating chlorine. Oak says, and for some reason, they gave me the Holly retainer. Quicken said, thank you. I'm taking it slow with this stream. Love it when stream happens just when you need them. Lesbian Wolf says, I don't know how I feel about a toilet that makes music. There is a kid's toy about a singing toilet. Is there? Is there? Oak said, which I specifically asked them not to do. And Eglin says, Jean-Loup bugs me, but not for the reason you think. Now I'm curious about Jean-Loup. Shoot more harder. Use items. 360. No scope. I'm an item hoarder, so we're not gonna use items, huh?
Hot take or maybe not. Mash, like Smash, but it's a controller joke. Also hello.
Button mashing. Oh, I like that. Yes. Omari, I agree. She is currently in my top 2 at the moment. How are you doing, Omari? Good to see you back here. I did worry. Which stream was it where you left like right after I made some really bad joke? I can't remember what it was. And chat was like, you chased Omari away. Crap, which one was that? But Omari! I like that joke. Thank you for the 10 bits. How are you doing? Durmro on YouTube says, honestly, Celine greater than Luna. I like a nice girl more than a bad girl. But then again, I don't know. Maybe Luna's after Crescentia for ill-intentioned reasons. But we shall see. We don't want to say use items because I'm an item hoarder. Shoot more harder. Sounds kind of bossy. I'm gonna encourage you. 360, no scope.
Ha! Easy.
Yeah.
The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground.
You go, Luna.
Presumably dead.
You killed 2 of yourselves, Luna.
Wow. Did that without even a single save.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was safe scubbing the crap out of this fight, Luna.
Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm so glad to be there for you. That was fun. Could this be something more? Crap. Are we? I'm glad to be there for you. I want to flirt with her, but I don't know if I don't know if we have the charm to flirt with her yet. We might have to do some stuff that'll raise our stats. Let's try it. Could this be something more?
Well.
Oh, that's not a no.
I'd love to be friends with you.
Oh, okay.
Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means to keep your KD ratio way down.
Yes, that's KD ratio is your kisses to dearth of kisses. I assume that's kills to death ratio, huh?
Logan, this is your first meeting.
I know, and you know, it went really well though. It went really well. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. Don't worry, in real life, I don't hit on people like the minute I meet them. I just never get around to hitting on them. I just feel an unfulfilled longing that never goes anywhere. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Sounds good, Luna.
Well, come back anytime and let's play again.
Friends! Oh, she's my first friend!
No, it's not kill/death
friend.
ratio. You do for
This
6
time for
clearly
good.
kiss/doing it ratio.
Oh, doing it ratio. That's so much better than the only... Oh, that was a boo. That was a boo. And I was about to go to the duck right away. And then you just did a boo. I think as punishment, we need to do one of the other 3 things before doing the duck now. So it was... Crap, what were the other 3? Did I copy them down?
I entirely forgot. I am sorry. Does this make up for IT?
Thank you for the 20 bits. Okay, that makes up for it. And I just realized I didn't copy over the 3 things where it was hamper something and hamper wall. Crap, what were the other 3? It was hamper hanger. What was the order? Was it hamper hanger wall or hanger hamper wall? I should have written it down. What was the order? I know those are the three things. I think it was, I want to say hangers was first, actually. But I'm not sure. But thank you very much for the 20 bits. Oh, there we go. Hanger hamper wall. Hanger hamper wall. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I will remember it now. So, okay, so we're going to go see the duck and then hanger hamper wall. I think she's our first, no, not our first friend, because Dor is our friend. Dorian is a friend, yeah? So that went well. So let's save. And continue on. Which is, so this is 14. This is our most recent one. So we'll save here, overwrite. And then we're gonna go see what the duck is, what the duck's all about. We're gonna as Dermo would say, because I think it's pretty much Dermo's catchphrase. We're doing the duck, right, Dermo? I bet you say that all the time. Yeah. I'm kidding, Dermo. Don't worry. What was that noise? I heard it. Oomph. As I walked in here. Hey, and if I take off my glasses, can I interact with it? Can I flush the toilet? Oh, I'm full up with water. Oh, that's my pee. Why is it slightly green? Everything's so much brighter. Okay, so we saved, but we're gonna do the duck. Are you guys ready?
A very, very yellow punk dressed in studded leather glares at you. Their charming duck-like appearance does nothing to diminish the aura of absolute disdain that radiates from them.
For some reason, I'm getting a Chica from FNAF vibe from her. I don't know why. Oh, this music here. Oh, Queen Katie with a pin message saying, please pin after the No Duck Trio list. I highly recommend talking to Luna again the next day when you can. She has cute friend dialogue. Okay. Huh?
It's slightly green because you've been eating a lot of weed and raw grass.
But not asparagus. That'd make it smell bad. But thank you very much for the pin message. And thank you, Oak, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Okay, I mean, she doesn't seem bad. I mean, the leather's a bit weirdly kinky. But, okay.
Who the duck are you?
Oh, well, I mean, thank you for censoring me. You got a bad attitude. I live here. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say hello. No, I'll say I live here. I live here.
The bathroom?
I do sometimes. I spend some of my time here. No, sorry. I meant I live in the house. No, just in the bathroom. No, not just the bathroom. The whole house. Yeah, right there. In that little tile in the corner.
You ducking serious?
Yeah, I live on that tile, so you better stay off. That is my turf. I'm completely serious.
I only ever see you sitting and scrolling or standing with a dead blank expression on your ugly mug.
Wait, what do you mean sitting and scroll? Does she watch me poop?
Boring. And ducking disrespectful of yours truly, don't you think?
I do like that she's not actually swearing, but that's a lot of fake swearing.
Now get out, ducking poser.
She just flipped me the bird. Oh, look at that. It's the cute little... Didn't somebody posted that on Discord a while ago. I can't remember why. I'd rather not. I need to pee. Sure, sorry. I
hope you know I spent $3 asking for the duck knowing literally nothing about the duck, so I have no idea what we're even getting into now.
Well, so far, Oak, do you feel like it was bits well spent? But thank you for the 10 bits. So, I mean, is this everything you hoped it would be? So we need to figure out, I'd rather not, I need to pee. I'm gonna say I need to pee, lady. I need to pee.
Solid. Let me help you.
What? What?
Go in the hallway.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to help me aim. Going in the hallway is actually preferable to that. That seems a bit extreme. Absolutely not happening. I mean, I can't really ... I'll say, yeah, I can't really.
Good toy.
Why was that not voiced? Oh, come on, have more faith in yourself. Was that a bug? Okay, we need to have more faith in ourselves. That we can pee in a hallway.
I think you could piss just about anywhere if you really believe.
You know what? I'm feeling the confidence in this. Yeah, I could do that. I could pee anywhere.
There's even a plant out there if you want to get creative.
I'm gonna go pee on a plant.
Out.
You met a new dateable. Rebel.
Oh my god!
What? I didn't pee on you.
I
have never felt my content aware go off like this.
Oh, okay, it's this thing, huh?
Please don't pee on stream.
But I always have a stream when I pee. It's the stream. The stream is the stream. Thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna have a content warning here, huh?
Rebel gives you wings. It's a Red Bull joke.
Hey, oh, Red Bull gives you wings.
Chairman!
Oh! Why? Thank you, Amari, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. I need to read some more comments in the chat, though. While she's just flipping us the bird again. I gotta read some. So thank you for the 10 bits. Lesbian Wolf says, I don't know how I feel about a toilet that makes me... Oh, I read that. Let's see. Oak says, but the Holly retainer they gave me feels like it's in the wrong direction or something. I've never had a retainer, so I don't know what they're supposed to feel like. Dragon said, no problem. And yeah, same. Oak says it's uncomfortable in a way that it shouldn't be possible because some people have to wear a retainer constantly instead of just at nighttime. And there's no way people wear that all the time. Dragon says she's pretty good on dating advice. Quicketa said, oh, I know why I like Dasha. She looks like Karlak. It's the muscles. Nora said, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. And there's Cozy. How you doing, Cozy? Welcome in. I'm sorry that it always takes me so long to get to these comments. Eglin says, I mean, I would prefer to be texted, but sooner than later is better. See, I always feel, the advice I always heard is like, you wait until, if it's early in the day, you wait till like that evening. If it's in the evening, you wait till the next day. You're not supposed to sound desperate. I always worry that I'm going to get caught in a thing where if I meet a girl, where it's always going to be like an expectation that both of us are going to always be glued to our phones and seeing, reading, and answering a text right away. And I'm not like that. I don't always have my phone with me. And so I don't want to create an expectation that I'm always going to be able to be there to respond immediately.
Chad would like to alert you that Trouble is non-binary and uses they/them pronouns.
Oh, okay. I was unaware of that. Wow, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh, and we got a pin message from Egglins and Rebels. They, them, pretty sure, please pin. Okay. Thank you very much for the 10 bits and for the pin message. Again, I got a few more things I got to read here in the chat. Eglin says, calling/texting later makes me feel like I got ghosted, lol. Quicketa said, I could look up a guide, but I'd say, do what you want. That's how I've been blind, been blind this whole time so far. Huh?
Wait, I forgot my rule again. No, I am sorry.
Oh, that had a boo! Boo, but thank you for the 20 bits there, Oak. Over on YouTube, Dermo said, Dermo said no, and then it says, I had to wear a retainer 24/7 for a year and a half. They always feel weird. Okay, so hopefully that'll make you feel better, Oak, I hope. Dragon says, I don't think you need to talk with Holly every morning. Quicketa said, I've only reloaded my save one time. Lesbian Wolf says, you don't have to do her every single day in a row just to be the first heart of the day. Eglin said, I think you're fine. I'm not sure, but I feel like it'd be a little scummy if you lose out on a heart daily to keep a relationship. But you never know. Never know what these games do. Okay, let's keep going here. So we got content warning stuff here.
This ducky is dangerous.
In what ways?
You got that right.
This one gives off very sexual energy, very profanity-laced energy, very everything. If you're the least bit turned off by anything rude, I'd skip this one.
Well, I mean, the thing is that I can just not hang out with Rebel, right?
I dare ya.
See?
No, give me full degeneracy, but I just probably won't pick the duck, at least not on stream anymore. I don't want to make y'all uncomfortable. Plus, I don't want it to delve into really sexually explicit stuff on wholesome twitch.tv.
On with the show.
Show? What do you think, I'm giving it away for free, Four Eyes? Show's over. Everybody get the duck out.
All right, bye. It's good meeting you, duck. Okay, so the next thing was hanger, hamper, wall. So here's some coat hangers. Oh, do we have to pick which hanger? We're clicking here. Let's go with that one.
It appears that your intentions have gone awry once more, as the interloper, Lucinda Lavish, stands there instead, striking a pose.
She is determined to stop me from doing the things you guys want. Let's see, over on YouTube, Jack says, holy, this game is weird. Definitely not something I'd play, but I'm here for Logan. I thank you, Jax. I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable. If it gets too uncomfortable for you, if you need to step away, I totally understand. But I like having you here, Jax. This is one of those things where I'm getting used to when I'm typing in the game info on Twitch, I get the, this is a mature game warning for this. Hopefully it's not too bad for anybody. And Derma says, same. I'm here for the ride. And Eglin with a pin message. Gosh, dang it, Lucinda. All right, but she'll up our stats, right?
It's me.
Oh, except we have to squeeze her, crap, what were they called? Badoinkadoinks? Her little, what was the word? We gotta squeeze her sponge muffins. Her sweet cup and cakes. Her dangly doodads. There was something she was calling them. Oh, pin message, bazoomies. That's much classier than anything I came up with. Thank you, Crystal.
I said I would return, and now I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay. I love choices.
Thank goodness. Tell me, lover, how would you like to know me?
As someone who just increases my stats and then leaves swiftly thereafter. Can we do something? I want to know more about who you are on the inside. You said you're the best character in the game. Yeah, you said you're the best character in the game.
I sure am. The very best character in the game. I'm Lucinda Leading Lady.
Prove it! Makes sense to me, you're so hot. That doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. No, prove it!
Prove it?
Yeah!
I'm proving it right now with my exceptional voice, body, and other things.
What are the other things?
But okay, I'll show you anyway, since I've got nothing better to do. I've got the most range, the most interesting stories, the most everything.
You can't just rank yourself compared to everyone else. Everything. Wow. Yeah, what everything? Everything? Huh?
Everything.
Huh?
Nah, Logan, let her cook.
All right, we're letting her cook. We're letting her cook. I think. Are we? Hope I'm not stopping her from cooking, because I am kind of hungry. I had somewhat of a light dinner. But thank you for the 10 bits, Omari. I should read some more in the chat. Let's see. Oak says, I'm beginning a rewatch of One Piece, which is Loki a crazy endeavor. Yeah, it is. Vera said, I'm here. Hi, welcome, Vero. Nora said, Oak, check DMs. Weedle said, hey, puppy kicker. How you doing, Weedle? Nora says, Vero, hi. Oak says, but I haven't actually seen the first 600 episodes since 4th grade. Oak says, Vero. Queen says, Vero. Oak says, hi, guys. Dragon says, hey, Vero. Vera says, that was TTS. Lesbian Wolf says, why did I just get an important message about my rent at effing 2 a.m.? I don't know, I had to pay rent today. It was due tomorrow and I didn't want to accidentally forget it. But I guess if it's important, I don't know why it's coming at 2 a.m., but I guess better to have it than not. Krista says, didn't mean to pin that, but oh wow. Hello, Vero. Dagger says, we'll lurk for some time to wake up completely. Lurk, thank you for lurk, Dagger. Hopefully we'll see you back when you're fully awake. And Vera says, laughing, you're good. Wida said, the rent can't sleep. And there was Cozy talking about the car. Oh yeah, did we ever find out what Cozy's car was? Lesbian Wolf says it's like via a government service. Why would messages be sent this early? Heart attack for real, for real. I hope everything's okay. Vera said, nice. Dragon said, yay, Timothy. I like Timothy, he's cute. Huh?
To be fair to myself again, it's been like 8 years since I saw the first half of One Piece and my memory is spotty with it, so I'm doing my first ever full One Piece rewatch.
I think that could be fun, as long as, I feel like if I was doing it, with a show that long, I would need to have other activities to do because it's such a time commitment. And I don't know if you guys realize this, you only have a precious limited number of minutes, seconds, hours, and days before you go to the grave. So make good use of them. But thank you, Oak, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Cozy says, Ford Fiesta! Ooh. I'm not enough of a car guy to immediately picture what a Ford Fiesta is, but I know I've heard of those before, and it sounds like a fun name. I'm picturing like a small but sporty little economical hatchback type of a thing? Maybe? Okay, she says everything.
Check out my range. Glass, my dear Serpentine. There won't be any more glass for the winter.
Oh crap, that was terrible.
Hey, Chunky, what's going on today? Me and Mellywinks are gonna go to the Boom Boom Zoom room.
Oh yeah, that sounded fun. I want to go to the Boom Boom Zoom Zoom room now.
Side effects may include drowsiness, hypothermia, stomach upset, and turning into a ghost.
Okay, that was good. The very first one wasn't good, but the two out of 3 so far is great.
And each of those lines was recorded in only one take. I'm basically the best actress. In fact, I'll give myself that award right now. Best Actress, Lucinda Leading Lady.
Congratulations.
What do you think?
You've convinced me. You've convinced me. ... I'm not convinced. No, we'll be encouraging. You've convinced me.
Yay! Here.
To show you my powers and incredible acting prowess, I present you empathy.
Was that one of our 5 traits? Empathy! Still so tiny. I need to figure out how to increase these things.
See you around, my biggest fan.
There was no bazoomies for anything. Okay, so let's save. We only got 1 heart left. And we gotta click on one of these coat hangers. Save. Save. And let's try the coat hangers again. Oh, wrong button. There we are. All right, coat hanger. Wow, there's so many.
Himbos in colourful jumpsuits are flexing and chatting animatedly amongst themselves. When they notice you, they begin to buzz with excitement, all speaking in rapid-fire sequence.
What's up with these jumpsuits? They're like, almost like they were Power Rangers. Oh, I just barely noticed this one's hooks are all like hooked into a triangle on the back. Are these actual hooks or are they just pictures of hooks? Okay, so chat, this is why y'all wanted the hangers, because you have your own built-in harem.
Yo, check it!
Yeah, you're missing a tooth, bro.
Quick, dudes, clean up the digs. We got company.
Company has come to you.
Some real fine company, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about, like, I don't know, my body or something?
How's it hanging, homie?
Oh, it's hanging so well. It's hanging from a hanger. All good, fam. The world is a bleak and unforgiving hexscape. I'm not your homie. No, it's all good, fam.
Word.
Word to your mama.
Oh, that's facts, amigo.
Yeah, facts to your mama.
Well, what are you waiting for? Slide on in here and take a load off.
Yeah, slide into your mom. Wait, what?
And, anything else you want to take off?
What? Coat hanger number 3 is hitting on us pretty hardcore.
Welcome to the extremist dojo in the pad. The perfect place to sit back, chillax, and recharge your bats. Hell yeah!
Tight! Doesn't that seem extreme? Are you flirting with me? No, we're just bros. Tight!
Fire!
Fire! Oh crap! Fire! Fire! Get out of here! Get out of here! I died in the fire.
Right now, you're hanging with the wildest, dopest, gnarliest squad of bussin' athletes around, homie. The Hanks!
The Hanks! Oh, because they're hangers. Wait, so if you're the Hanks, does that mean you're all named Hank? Well, who's who? Yeah, so you're all named Hank, right?
Yeah.
Ha ha!
We're the Hanks!
We're the Hanks! Hanks. Does this count as unlocking 5 characters? Oh, pin message written by Eglin, pinned by Crystal said, fun fact, Hank 3 is a pants hanger, and that's why he wants to get in your pants constantly. Oh, you're right! He's got the little clip things. Oh, that's cool. I don't like these type of hangers, the ones that have the little notches there. Because like if I put a t-shirt on that and I try to take the t-shirt off, it always catches on those things and it stretches out the necks. So, these little hooks are fine. They usually break off. These type of hangers are also kind of annoying because they usually have like texture on them. It's hard to take off things, and I can't see your hangers back here. But I think of everybody so far, that means Toothless McGee Hank, possibly this other guy might be the best hangers. Okay, I got that, but how do I tell you apart?
Numbers are kick-ass!
I love numbers!
The Hanks all stand in formation, each of them striking a unique pose as they introduce themselves. You get the distinct feeling they do this often.
I'm Hank number 1.
Hank number 1, he's the most fun.
I'm Hank number 2.
Hank number 2, he likes to poo.
I'm Hank number 3.
Hank number 3 climbs a tree.
I'm Hank number 4.
Hank number 4 always comes back for more.
And I'm Hank number 5.
Hank number 5 is no longer alive.
We're the Hanks!
Yay! Yeah, this guy I think has the type of hanger I would probably prefer. Then followed by this dude.
Brought to you by Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you blings. Well, that explains it. I'm not sure I get it. Who are you getting? Yeah, that explains it.
Cool.
What are you guys getting up to in here? Seems pretty sporty.
That's right. We're the wildest, most fearless, gnarliest squad of extreme athletes in the house. We base jump. We lava board. We cheese roll.
Cheese roll?
If something's hot enough, we'll ride it all night long.
Stop trying to get in my pants, Hank 3!
We laugh in the face of danger, even though we probably shouldn't. We've tasted the adrenaline of them all.
What's adrenaline taste like? What's your favorite extreme sport? What's your least favorite sport? Yeah, what does adrenaline taste like?
Believe it or not, great.
Oh, I want to drink adrenaline. That sounds so good. I need to read some more in the chat. Crystal says, Logan, you can have multiple love endings, so don't worry about locking in a relationship with them. Oh, that's right, I keep forgetting. So I don't need to pick, so I go for both like Holly and Luna. So yeah, I'll just try and keep a tally in my head. It still feels so wrong to be unfaithful like that. Weedle says, bye, you're getting sued by Rent for real /J. Vera said, suggest the clock because it'll be funny. Crystal said, the art is amazing, Cozy. Cozy's art is amazing. Cozy says, Brian Pappenbrook. Crystal said, the clock shut it, Bryce Pappenbrook. Weedle says, I'm going to do my bleeping homework. So Lurk, thank you, Lurk Weedle. I hope the homework goes well. Cozy saying Bryce. Oak said, wait, where have I seen this cat boy before? Quickity says, in animals. Oh, that's what it was, in animals, because they're inanimate object animals. Oak said, oh, wait, one of my friends sent this guy to me. He looks like he whimpers. I like them. Vera said, I made this guy hate me as soon as I heard his shrill voice. Crystal says, have you watched Miraculous Ladybug? VA is also a cat boy there. Nora says, I like Yuri. Weedle says, yeah, and Human Mona. Cozy says, and Melodious. Lesbian Wolf says, hee, cat boy time. Crystal says, oh my gosh, I forgot he's the humanized Morgana. Quickity said, I was going to say that too, Vero. Lol, salute. Eglin said, I still don't have a license. I hate driving, but I also got it because I'll be teaching and the elementary school is like halfway across town from the college. I mean, you can always do public transportation, but I feel like driving by yourself is oftentimes safer and much quicker and more convenient. Crystal says, is Bryce into Catboy characters? Bro, Vera salutes. Nora says, Bryce, TRJ, keyboard slam, gosh dang it, Bryce. Crystal says, yes. Quickita says, is this Chat Noir? Vera says, it is. Quickita said, I hope not. Crystal says, yes, it's freaking Nagito. Vera said, I knew you would notice. Nora said, yes, it is. Vera with a Nagito command. Cozy says, fancy, Cat Noir. Crystal says, meow, meow. Quickita says, is Chat Noir? Crystal says, wait, is that the same VA? Nora says, also Makoto, obviously. Quickita said, this man voiced a second Catboy. We'd have said 3 of them. Quickita says, I can hear Chat Noir in this. Oh my gosh. If he was blonde, then yeah, Chat Noir. Dragon says, that's awesome. Eglin said, I do not like this guy. Vera said, Crystal. Dragon says, no. Oak says, I no longer like him. He's British and Bryce Pappenbrook. Okay, we got to get back in the game. Over on YouTube, Crystal's posting the link tree and then it says, hangers, we need the Hanks. All right, believe it or not, great.
You wouldn't think that, but it's actually true.
I want to drink that adrenaline.
High-key slaps, bro.
Yeah. Man, you guys are just adrenaline junkies, aren't you? You're addicted to the grape.
Oh, we're way beyond junkies, hot stuff.
What's the next step after junkies?
It's legit insane. But no cap, we live here with you. We're casa roomies, amigo.
Yeah, I get that. Like casa roomies. Okay, and yet you don't pay rent. I always wanted roommates.
Right? Life's way more kitschy with friends. Or friends with benefits.
Stop it, Hank 3!
That's why we partnered with Red Bull.
Red Bull gives you blings. What is Red Bull anyway?
Red Bull's our sponsor, brah!
Very good, got it. And what's that, some kind of energy drink? No, this is very cool, very cool.
Their bowls have the most riz, no cap.
Sure, okay, no cap. I'm sorry, you saying bowls? No, I'm saying, yeah, sure, okay.
And they're not just a sponsor, they're our fans.
Stop trying to get in my pants, Hank 3!
They fuel our adventures. They provide our wicked gear, get our exploits killer exposure, and provide the best medical support when things get gnarly.
Do things often get gnarly?
Let's be real, they do get gnarly.
Often?
If by gnarly you mean dope AF.
Sounds a great partnership. Okay, sure, whatever. Wait, what happens when things get gnarly?
Gnarly just means awesome. Things are always awesome when you're hanging out with...
The Hanks?
The Hanks!
The Hanks!
We high-key love it all, homie!
Sounds like a good way to break your neck, and you're, what, a hive mind or something? So what, do you just, like, hang around? Seems like you're geared up for an adventure.
Yep. A broski always prepares. You never know when a ripping thermal or base jump opportunity's gonna come your way. Yeah!
Yeah! Sounds exciting, sounds dangerous, sounds intimidating, sounds sketchy. It sounds exciting!
It is!
Oh, yeah!
Speaking of which,
Huh?
we were just about to head out for a little hang glide.
Hank gliding.
It's just like hang gliding, but with us.
Stop trying to get in my pants, Hank 3.
You know.
The Hanks!
What do you think? Wanna come? It high key slaps, homie. You in?
Like right now? Is that sexual? Okay, but how high key does it slap?
It's goated, bro.
Goated for real, for real?
What do you say?
I don't know. Why not? Sure. Sounds ... rad. No, I don't think so. I'm kind of afraid of heights and falling and, death. That's a big commitment. I don't really know you guys or how to actually do any of this for that matter. I do have a fear of heights, but I'm going to say it sounds rad.
Sweet! You're one adventurous spirit. We love it.
Aww. You're allowed to try and get in my pants, Hank 5.
Epic. Just remember to stay focused and trust the wind. And hold on to me real tight.
Don't kiss me when you're trying to get in my pants, Hank 3.
Follow our lead and we'll be shredding thermals in no time. Get ready to soar, house homie. Thanks.
What? Oh, they've got little coat or clothes hanger hang glider things. That's cool. I need to read some more in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Vera was saying laughing. Crystal, Dragon says no. Oak said I no longer like him. He's British and Bryce Papenbrook. Crystal says, I mean, same VA, same silly flirty tone. I can see why. Dragon says, don't be mean to Tim. Eglin said, this is the second character I hate. Quicken said, I finally got the horse girl I wanted. I can save my pulls again now. Which horse girl were you trying to get, Queen Katie? Weedle says, heh, Timmy. Eglin says, hate is an option for a reason. And it's also important for something else. Dragon says, hee, little smiley face. Nora said, dude, I went swimming earlier and my hair feels disgusting now. Well, is that why you're eating chlorine? And you should probably rinse out your hair. Cozy says, Tim Tams. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Why does Tim Tam sound familiar? Quicken said, yeah, there's only one character so far that I got the hate ending for, and it's on purpose. Castle says, I wish Timothy's arms were stuck in that position of whatever time it was. Oh, like the full-on arms? That'd be fantastic. I approve that, Castle. Vera says, you're so real. Oak said, please stop saying schedule. Chris said, does Timothy have OCD but with time? Cozy says, meow. Nora said, I see you on the dock. Crystal says, meow, meow. Cozy says, meow, wow, wow. Crystal says, I love Tim, but the voice, Bryce, why is you here haunting me? Eglin says, did they fix the issue with Timothy when his schedules were off? His schedules were off. I assume they fixed that bug. Let's take a look over on YouTube chat. Derma says, everybody knows a Hank. Well, now I know 5 of them. I know 5 Hanks. Oh, and we have a new person. Flew in the freedom said, yo, what up, Logan? AI Naruto says, happy birthday. Oh, were you the person who did that? Yes. Okay, so somebody sent me on TikTok, like my DMs are technically open on TikTok, but like nobody ever sends me messages. Every now and then I'll get a random thing where it's like some person will just like wave and I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that, so I ignore them. But yeah, somebody sent me this weird thing. It was an AI Naruto TikTok video of Naruto with like a birthday cake. It's like wishing all the Logans out there happy birthday. And it was like a week before my real birthday. So the timing was amazing. So I think I actually responded to that one. And Flew in the Freedom says, yes, okay, so that was you. So thank you for that. Again, the timing was very good. My birthday was on July 3rd, which I think was like a week or 2 weeks or something like that after you sent that. So if this is your first time here in the chat live, let me give you the rundown on the channel here. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We just finished 2 games, Metaphor Refantasio and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. That's why I'm starting to post those videos on TikTok now, because I no longer have to worry about spoilers for them. So we just started new games, Date Everything, and Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4, and we're just getting going. So I hope you enjoy your time here. If you scroll up slightly in the chat, Crystal posted a link tree there that has all my social medias, Discord invite, and you already saw TikTok, but there's YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all that stuff. And I read every comment in chat, but I'm always behind. I'm much more behind on Twitch because there's a lot more chatting going on Twitch than on YouTube. But I will, even if it takes a little while, if you post something and I haven't seen it yet, just be patient. I will eventually read every comment in chat. But Flew in the Freedom, welcome. What would you prefer I call you for short? Fluin or Freedom? Let me have a sip of water, hang on. Let me read just 1 or 2 more comments on Twitch. Oak says, I think it might just be just me, but the audio for Tim sounded weird. Maybe it's because I've heard so much Bryce Papenbrook, but it sounded like a weird microphone and a lot of de-essing or something. I don't know what that is, but if this game was How long was this game in development, did you say? A number of years? If it was a whole lot of years, maybe if it extended back like into the post pandemic lockdown stuff when people had to do like remote work and were sending in stuff from their own home computers. I know that was how they did a lot of anime dubs during that time. And usually it sounds fine, but every now and then it would kind of mess up with the audio. Guido said, well, Logan, we're in job limbo, so I don't think we're allowed to message in the chat, David posted. Oh, that's right. Well, I had assumed that we could still message. We just like don't have any tasks. Dragon says, yes. Crystal says, hanger. Crystal says, hand grenade. It looked like one for a second. It's just a knob. Jin says HVAC system. Oh, it's on the list. It is on the list. In fact, let me really quickly remind you guys what is on the list, and I'll check off the stuff we've done because we did gaming console, and we did hangers. We did the cat clock. Next is going to be the hamper, and then a wall, and then we also have a shadow chair, dresser, piano, dishwasher, HVAC system. And then just got added, we're also, during this stream added, we're toolbox, breaker box, and time capsule, which again is probably more than we're gonna have time for today, but we got plenty of time. Let's just continue on with this. All right, so that was all the Hanks then. So I guess it doesn't look like we have any texts. So let's save and then go to bed, huh?
I forgot to ask to add the shower, so maybe.
Oh, the shower? So maybe, yeah, let me go ahead and add, oh, wrong button. Let me add shower to the list. 1 second here, I just gotta click out of the game. So after time capsule, we'll put shower. So there we go. So we've got quite a long list, but again, we're gonna try and get through as many as we have time for tonight. So, okay, time for bed, fast forward to the next day. Crystal was saying, click the duck. Oh, there's a pin message. Queen Gator said, note, it is a very exact wall. You'll have to use the glasses on, so feel free to ask if you need help on that. Okay, so I'll try and find which wall. I assume that maybe I just gotta find a wall that has like a highlighted thing, because everything has an outline when I put the glasses on. But the next thing was hamper. So I think, no, the laundry room was downstairs, right? I think it was? I can't remember. I hope I left all the doors open to make it easier to find stuff. Now, that's my office. That's the other bathroom. There's the laundry room. So there should be a hamper in here, yeah? So there's the hamper. So this is going to be the next person. So let's just dive right in. Also, at some point, we need to go back to... oh, crap. When were we supposed to do D&D with D20? Did we miss that already? I think we were supposed to do that yesterday in game. We'll come back to that, huh?
Don't forget to check the time for noon to meet with Timothy.
That is true. And here, and thank you for the 10 bits, Dragon. That reminds me, so here's the clock you guys were talking about. I wish the one upstairs was more like that. That is assuming we want to return to him right away at noon. I'm not against it, but I think what we ought to be doing right now is prioritizing just unlocking as many people as possible. And then, once we got a whole bunch of people, then we can return. But I'll try to remember for when we go back to Tim time, that it's gonna be noon. So thank you for the 10 bits, and let's hamper now. Game, don't freeze up on exploded hearts. Show me a person.
When you aim
there's
your
two people.
data at an object, you see one personality only. But this time, there are two.
So we have the hamper and the hampy, the hamped, and he's got like tattoos up and down his arm and on the neck, and she has some weird necklace thing?
And they're so engrossed in a hideous argument, they don't even notice you've arrived. One is dressed in woven straw, with clothing in a basket on her back, and a shock of red hair that runs down it. The other is only just visible under a messy mop of dark hair and a pile of dirty clothes he's draped all over his body.
I like how that he's trying to wear it, like he's got the denim shirt with the sleeves tied around his neck. He's got a skirt on top of his shorts.
Do you think I'm stupid?
Ah!
You think I can't see what's going on right in front of me?
What's the clothes doing right in front of you, girl?
I never said you were stupid, but I am starting to think you're insane.
Is that Johnny Lee Bosch? Is that Vash the Stampede, Ichigo Kurosaki, Hajime Hinata, Yu Narukami, Toru Adachi, Johnny Young Bosch, I think second Black Power Ranger. I love Johnny Young Bosch.
If I'm insane, it's because you make me that way.
Wait, she sounds familiar too.
Without me in your life, you'd be real fucking normal, huh?
Hey, language, Johnny Young Bosch. Did I accidentally...
Like you don't cling to literally anyone in your life the same way.
Did I accidentally call him Johnny Lee Bosch at one point there? A pin message from here said, it is, I knew you'd notice him. He has a very distinct voice. Like whatever, he's like one of those voice actors, kind of like Steven, I never know if I'm supposed to say Blum or Bloom, that you just like always recognize right away. But I like him. I like him very much.
I wouldn't have to cling if you would just stay where I can see you.
Who is she? Is she Rise from Persona 4?
I am here literally every day. I can't have
You
a minute
did
to
in fact
myself.
call him Johnny Lee Bosch, but this is Laura Bailey, aka Rise. Nora is being very gay and chat about this.
Okay, that makes sense. That's why Nora wanted the hamper. So I don't know why I said Johnny Lee Bosch at one point. Johnny Young Bosch. I feel embarrassed. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits and for continuing with your no booing. And a pin message from Nora saying, it's Rise and you. I'm crying. Please pin. Oh, that's why you special one, because it's like the two of them together. Let me take a look at some more in the chat. I'm going to read first a couple of Twitch comments, and I'll check some YouTube comments here. Let's see. Yeah, Crystal was saying, click the duck. Nora says, ad quote, what is that, a hand grenade? Oh, that's the knob of the dresser. Queekita said, Crystal, no. Crystal says, I want you to see the duck. Crystal says, do the ducky. Yes, Oak, say it. Eglin said, please, no, I hate the duck. I'm going to be honest, not a fan of the duck myself so far. Crystal adds the quote. Dragon says, I love the teddy bear guy. He's adorable. Oh, yeah, because we saw teddy bear in, like, was one of the closets, yeah? Crystal says yes to the duck. Eglin said, Logan, you will hate the duck. Queekita said, yes, my beloved. Dragon says, I love the game console girl. She's so cool. I'm really liking her, too. Queekita says, her. Dagger with the unlurk. Welcome back, Dagger. Are you fully awake now? Queekita said, please pin. Don't forget this interaction will surprise you, but don't let it fool you. You will understand afterward. Dragon said, I kind of forgot her name. I think it began with a Z. Vero with the lurk. Ice cream time. Thank you for the lurk, Vero. Enjoy your ice cream. Dragon says, Luna, that's her name. Yeah, I love Luna. She's awesome. Cozy says, I like the books and the sports equipment. Well, we already talked to one book. I don't know if there's different book people, but I don't think we've seen sports equipment yet. Jin said, I got a Tamagotchi today. Nice. I did think it was very funny. I do a guilty pleasure of mine. I like to watch HoloLive VTubers. And one of them, I think it was Bibu. I keep wanting to call her actual name, Bijou. She has been basically giving everybody Tamagotchis in their like entire group, and it's adorable. Crystal says, dang, someone hates the duck. Cozy said, Logan know about smut. Does he know lemon and lime? Fluff? What is lemon and lime? I have heard, and I don't know if this is true, I've heard that lemon, I think it's lemon, can be like code in like Japanese otaku culture for like adult things. I don't know why. I'm not sure. I don't know what lemon and lime fluff I'd assume is like the light fluffy smut. Can smut be fluffy? I'm not sure. I don't know this stuff. I am not sure. Crystal says smut he knows. I don't think he knows the citrus system yet. Is there an entire system of various citrus fruits to describe the severity of smut? I mean, I know what the word smut means. Wow. Cozy says, hee. Eglin said, my hands hurt. So yeah, did you guys know about this? Am I the only one? Who, your raise of hands, who knows about this whole citrus smutness? Let me take a look over in YouTube chat. Oh, hang on, I gotta scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Crystal says, what's up, AI Naruto poster with Tails profile picture? Welcome in. Oh, is that what? The poster with the Tails profile picture. For a second, I thought you were saying AI Naruto is in the profile picture with Tails. Flew in the Freedom says, Eli is fine. Okay, I will try to remember that since it's like so different than your username. But usually if you chat enough, I've said this before to people, like whatever I know you as when I first meet you will imprint on me like a baby bird. So I'll do my best to remember Eli. Eli says, what up, Crystal? Dermo says, hi, Eli. Eli says, hi, Dermo. Should I switch to Twitch? Well, it depends. There's more chatting going on Twitch, but I'll probably read your message a lot sooner on YouTube. So it's like a toss-up. It'll probably take me at least a half hour to get to it on Twitch. Like maybe 10 minutes on YouTube. So it's the difference. Derma says, you can if you want. It's much busier. I don't have Twitch, so I'm always here. Eli says, I see. Harper, yes, Harper is voiced by Rise. Derma said, my favorite P4 character. Mine is still Chie. She is the best. But I just appreciate anyone who has Persona 4 love. Eli says, I love Rise. She is so amazing. I love her. Derma says, I've been slowly drip feeding my mate VTuber Clips. I'm slowly converting him to HoloLive. Doesn't help that their two favorites graduated. I know, I mean, my favorite graduated on my mom's birthday at the beginning of May, but now I have Samiko Saba, who has like amazing facial capture stuff. But I do feel bad that there has been so much drama going on with the V Shoujo stuff. But on the plus side, oh crap, who is it? It was Fauna's new name. She just announced that she's getting married, and so that's some nice positivity in the VTuber community. But yeah, so I'm curious then, Dermo. So who are your favorites? Your Oshi? I think that's the right word, yeah. Okay, let's play a little bit more, then I'll be back to the chat soon. So one of them was saying, here I am literally every day. I can't have a minute to myself? Dude, you're inside of her. You can't. Is this a bad time? Are you guys okay?
Both of them whirl around to face you, their expressions changing immediately.
Are they gonna be nice? I feel like he should be a jerk because he's dirty laundry, right? He should be dirty, dirty boy.
Oh, hi.
Oh, you're nice now? You were being so mean to him a second ago.
I'm sorry you had to hear that, but please don't worry, it's fine.
I don't know if I believe you. You seem to be just putting on a facade of happiness.
Yeah, just fine.
The energy in the room may have dampened, but there's still a thick tension in the air.
Do we need to try and get these two together, get them to smooch each other? Don't stop on my account. You don't have to pretend to be okay. Peace and quiet. I'll say you don't have to pretend to be okay.
We're not pretending. We're just as strong as ever.
Strong? Are you a couple?
Yeah, strong.
Oh dear, we haven't even introduced ourselves. Though, Durkee and I know you well.
The way you say that sounds creepy, girl. So his name is Durkee because he's dirty laundry?
Please don't call me that in front of other people.
You're so cute when you get assertive, Durkee.
Oh, okay, they were arguing, but she is into him. She is down bad for dirty laundry.
Anyway, I'm Harper, and I'm your laundry hamper.
Hi, Harper. You met a new dateable. Harper. Next. Introduce yourself, bro.
I'm Dirk, and I'm your dirty laundry.
Bop, bop, ba-dum, bop.
Mm-hmm.
Are those pairs of underwear on his leg? On his thigh? Oh, I just realized.
Oh, there. My content aware has given me a tickle.
Forget your content aware. I just realized what all the symbols on his arm are. They're on your laundry tag, the laundry instructions telling you like what temperature of water to do, whatever. Like on your I can show it here. Where is it? Like on your tag on the back of your shirt. That tells you, yeah, they're the machine wash, warm, tumble dry, iron, whatever. Yeah, those things, the symbols. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Harper and Dirk have a relationship that isn't exactly the healthiest.
No.
It could be triggering for people who have dealt with toxic and abusive relationships.
I had a girlfriend once who was very toxic and emotionally manipulative, so I've been there. I'm fine, Skylar.
If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
I'm cool with it. No, I'm okay with this type of stuff. Now my tag is sticking on my neck.
With the show.
It's like itching in the back of my neck now that I was tugging on the tag.
He is a very dirty boy, isn't he?
Oh, do you like dirty, dirty boys, Harper?
Harper.
Harper stomps on Dirk's foot, beaming all the while. Dirk grunts, but says nothing.
Anyway, that's us.
You could sound a little happier when introducing us, Durkee.
Do I not seem happy?
He looks at you, stone-faced.
Every minute with Harper is a non-stop party.
Harper's smile grows strained.
Well, someone around here's got to try to put a happy face on things. Durkee broods all the time like he's fucking Batman.
Hey, no F words before Batman. But I appreciate that you put a hyphen there to show that this is a trademark-friendly, completely different original character donut steel bat person. The superhero dressed like Bat. Yeah, Bat Dash Man?
Yeah. You know, the baseball-themed superhero who patrols the stadium of Baseball City.
It's Baseball Bat Man.
Kinda weird you've never heard of him.
Don't be rude, Durkee.
I'm not. It's just surprising.
not everybody keeps their nose in a comic book like you do.
I do. I grew up on Batman and X-Men comic books. Love that kind of crap.
Well, not everybody needs the level of escapism I do.
I do. I need a lot of escapism. My real life sucks.
There's an awkward silence, and then...
You know, because they're not dating the laundry hamper equivalent of a bamboo finger trap.
Okay, I think I know what that is. Isn't that's the torture thing where like you put bamboo shoots that are like still planted in the ground and growing like underneath your fingernails, and then they grow and like slowly peel off the fingernails? That sounds awful.
Harper is silent for a very long time, but you can feel another argument coming. Just as she opens her mouth, you speak first.
I should argue before they can argue. It was a pleasure to meet you two. It's been an ordeal meeting you two. Hope to never run into you two again. It's been a pleasure.
You too, honey.
Aw, she called me honey.
Come see us again sometime.
All right.
The look in Dirk's eyes seems a bit desperate, as if he's silently pleading with you to return.
Do we need to save Dirk? Nora, you requested these two, I assume, right? Do we need to save him from Risei?
You can hear Harper and Dirk's raised voices long after you leave the room.
Oh, yay! There we go. Let's save. So the next one was a wall, right? So we got to find a wall that we can click on. That was the next requested thing. I'm going to read some more comments in the chat, though. Actually, I gotta click out. There we are. Let's see. Eglin was saying, my hand hurts. Quick80 says, yeah, someone sure does. I sure do wonder who that was. Nora said, I too was spamming the no button. What? Crystal says, yes, please, Logan. Eglin said, Logan, you will hate the duck. Quick80 said, I opened up mobile for this. Crystal said, Logan listens to the mobs. Nora said, respect the in pain. Vera says, her voice is unique. Crystal says, VA is Shelby Young. Oak says, okay, I do not have $50. Dragon said, what part of don't did you understand, Logan? No means no, therefore no duck, lol. Well, I don't think I'm going to be going back to that duck anytime soon. The overly sexual nature of the content warning has me a bit concerned about content for the stream. I'm just saying. Oak says, I also don't have $20. Nora said, that one lady on the internet. We just said, do you have negative $50? Oak says, yes. Chris says, yeah, on TikTok mostly. Widow says, peak same. Eglin says, it is Yuko. Quick says, anyway, Luna, my beloved, sorry I wasn't gushing over her. I had an agenda on poll. Nora said, Shelby Young is in P3R. Wow. Crystal says, yes to duck longa. Quick said, she's role-playing Logan. Dragon said, I love her role-playing. Crystal said, that's a lot of Logan noises. Quick said, I know, I'm just explaining it. I actually love her. Beep says, sup, Logan? I've been watching the whole stream, just lurking. Welcome, Beep. I hope you're enjoying the lurk. I'm glad that you're going to be able to be here for these ones, not just the Deltarune streams, right? Oak said, someone please have my back. Vera said, amazing timing. Nora said, respect the in-pain queen, Katie Bat. Don't do the duck. Do you know how many bits me and Eglin spent on that stupid poll? And if you do, then we deserve a refund. We didn't spend any bits. It was just channel points. We just said, I've been here. He is still a puppy, Kirker. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Derma says, Nimi, that's right, Nimi Nightmare. Nimi, I was about to say Mint, but I was like, no, Mint was never even with Hololive. I think Mint was with Niji Sanchi or something like that. So thank you, Derma says, in Hololive, Ollie, as a whole, Girl DM Indie. Okay, I think is Girl DM, she's the one with like the full motion cap suit, right? I think I've seen stuff with her. And Ollie, like crazy Ollie. I mean, I'm basic. I like Gaurgura. Okay, so none of these walls in here look clickable. Have we gone in this room yet? Let's take out the glasses for a second. Why do so many doors open like that direction? Okay, so we got a vacuum. Man, whoever that is sucks, because it's a vacuum.
Oh yeah, remember the only couple I ended up romancing? That's them. I was too amused by them that I came by every day in the arguing that they were like that us. And I was like, you know what? A bad polyamory that's bound to fail will be funny to witness, but then they had only one dialogue.
Oh, okay, they only one dialogue after that, and nothing new. It was disappointing. I should have seen it coming. Well, thank you for the 10 bits. I don't know how I feel about them, but it's cute that you're like that they are romanceable together. And so that's nice. I do like that. But I don't know. So far, like I said, I think the only characters that are really like doing it for me so far are Holly and Luna. But thank you very much for the bits.
Check the time.
Check the time in game. Okay, it is noon, so that is a time for. I thank you, Dragon, for the 10 bits for going to see Timothy. But Tom. But I would like to, as I said, keep unlocking more characters. There's a lot of empty space on this wall. Ooh, there's a vent. That vent is so sussy. But thank you for the 10 bits, Dragon. We gotta find a wall that is clickable from the sounds of it. So let's keep checking around here. This one's very plain. This one doesn't even have like, because that has wallpaper. This one is just plain yellow. Okay, that's a bulletin board though. That's not an actual wall. Let's open that door. Yeah. Oh! Why? Thank you for the light mode redeem, huh?
You need to go to Tim now, though.
Why do I need to go to Tim now? I don't think I need to go to Tim now, because I promised everybody since we were doing the duck that I'd click these other things. Like, I mean, he just said noon. He didn't even specify what day. We can keep this schedule the next day. Okay, doesn't seem to be any clickable wall downstairs. But thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh, there's a wall! That is a clickable wall. This has got to be the wall, right? I'm gonna save just in case I'm wrong. So, we'll save, and I think this has got to be the wall that you guys were looking for, yeah? So let's try this. Yeah.
How does one even describe a warrior like this? A veritable, well, wall of muscle stands before you. It's almost comforting to know the walls of your house are this solid.
I like how his necklace is all the family portraits. See, if I see this guy, I'd almost want him to have a Russian accent. We already got a Russian accent person. I hope his voice is either really deep and intimidating or like really high-pitched and squeaky.
Wall.
Wall. Wall. I hope that's all he says then.
Wall.
That's all he says!
Wall.
Wow. Wallace? How do I know his name is Wallace? I feel like I'm assuming. Huh?
Marry him now.
But we gotta get to know him first. Ah, hey! 2 weeks and no booze! You're supposed to be quitting the booze cold turkey! Oh, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh crap, I think I was still in the middle of reading YouTube. I got distracted talking about Ollie and everything. Oh, Eli, did you just change your display name to Elijah Anonymous, huh?
I am so bad at cold turkey. I am sorry. I keep forgetting somehow.
It's okay, but thank you very much for the 20 bits again. I appreciate that you're making an effort to fulfill your end of the bargain. So thank you, Oak. But yeah, Eli is saying, oh, yeah, sorry, huh?
Is the Boo Band gonna be like the game that shall not be named?
Oh, should it be? Because like that game, the whole thing was that every time the game was mentioned that we added another month. Should it be like every time a boo happens, we add another week to the Boo Band? So it was just gonna be 2. Yes, it should be a week. Maybe it should just be like 1 stream. 1 stream will be harder to keep track of though. It'll be every time a boo lets through, then we add a week to the counter. So thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Eli said, my friend Vivi, who has a HoloLive conspiracy board on her door, oh, like with all the strings connecting everything, oh, that's awesome, said, I would get into HoloLive stuff, but I don't want to have my heart broken. I think it's fine to get into. The downside is, yeah, the graduations are like super sad, but like if your Oshi goes indie, I think that's just as fine. It was really nice because like Gura graduated a little bit after Amelia Watson. Didn't fully graduate. She became like an affiliate, so they technically I think can still use her likeness for intellectual property or whatever type of stuff. But you know, she's someone now, and now the two of them are back to being able to collaborate, and it's really sweet. Elijah says, oh yes, and I changed my handle. I appreciate that. That's gonna make it a lot easier. Dermot said, she used to do full 3D. She the green cat. Eli says, have you done the shadow? We tried to do the shadow, but then luxurious Lucinda, the whatever actress lady, that was the first time she popped up. So that is on the list. We're gonna try the shadow again in a little bit, huh?
Tim said noon sharp, and he said don't arrive at a different day or something. And since you're already talking to Wallace, it's probably going to be too late, and Tim will be mad at you for being late.
So wait, it was a specific, I thought I asked about the date. I guess I misunderstood, so my apologies. So Tim gonna be mad. But here's the good news. The good news is that Tim won't be mad until we go to him. So if we wait a good long while, then he won't be mad until then. And so we get to enjoy a lot of time before him getting mad. But thank you, Dragon, for the clarification. So I guess I misunderstood. I thought it could just be any day. But thank you for the 10 bits. Thank you. Okay. Whoa. Huh?
Speaking of the game, do you know about the game Then You Lose?
Chad, we all just lost the game. Again. It keeps happening. You just lost the game. Thank you, Omari, for the 10 bits, even if it came at the expense of winning the game. Not that you can ever truly win it. But thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, so yes, wall. Hello. No, we gotta say wall. What the literal F? No, we gotta say wall back to him. Wall.
The warrior's eyes widen.
Ooh.
He leans in closer, towering over you.
Oh crap, he's blushing. What did we say? I'm not fluent in this language. I think I accidentally hit on him. What? Wall? Wall? Yeah, wall!
He throws his head back in a belly laugh that echoes through the house.
Wall!
He beams at you, a flush spreading across his cheeks.
Wall.
I love you!
What? That's not Wall! Why do you love me? Why are we in a relationship already? I know, I'm not ready for this! I should have expected this from a man who already has one nipple out!
The laugh should have been wah ha ha ha.
Oh, it should have been wah ha ha ha. So I guess we won. We're in a relationship. Yay. As a straight man, I didn't expect it to be with a giant bald gentleman with a limited vocabulary. Oh, but that increases. Oh, so if I fall in love with people, it increases my stats? Oh, Crystal says we beat the game. Credit scene. Yes, we beat the game after we had just a moment ago lost the game. So, all right. Well, wow. Huh?
Everything happens for the first time.
I didn't want him to be my first, though. I wanted my first time to be special. I wanted my first time to be with a girl who likes me. But thank you very much, Dagger, for the 10 bits.
All right, bedtime?
Oh, we got one more hour. Oh, or do you mean like in-game? No, how many hearts do we have left for the day? But no, we're not taking the Wall to bed. We are not taking the Wall to bed. But thank you very much, Omari, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Queen Katie said, yeah, I was at 29.2K and now it's 28.7K. Nora said, yeah, we deserve refunds. Eglin said I lost like 300 points. Crystal says, yes. Nora said I lost 900 plus points. The mods, can we get refunds, please? Because we spent so much on the poll. Beep said the boo is too scary. I have to mute when TTS. It is. I wish I had the type of reflexes for that beep. Eglin said, did I say 300? I meant 3,000. Totally not lying. Dagger said I'm half Korean, so I sometimes come here for holidays and uni breaks. Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to visit South Korea. There's so many places I'd like to visit. The top 2 places I want to visit are Japan and England. But traveling do be expensive, sadly. But I think South Korea would be a lot of fun. I'm still 1 episode away from finishing Squid Game. And so because of that, I feel like I'm getting further knowledge and understanding of the K-pop scene, at least, because of all the K-pop stars that they have on that in the past 2 seasons of that show. But that's so cool, Dagger. Crystal says, I will count you talking to the rubber duck as my salary for 2 months. Queen Katie said, Queen Katie, I also voted for no. Nora said, Katie, please pin. Crystal said, Logan loves his mods, blah. Cozy says, is fan art being objective? Oh, when you're talking about, like, is that when I was talking about objectifying people? I think it depends. If people make fan art that is like looting the person, huh?
The way I called that, Wallace, would be your first romance, even before you started date everything. I consider this a major win.
I'm sorry, was that Oak doing that one? Hang on, I gotta click out of it because I can't see it right here. Oh, is Eglin doing that? Eglin, thank you for the beef longa TTS. I don't have anything against him. He seems like a delightful character. I would like a girl who's into me, just a person. But maybe I am just too limiting of my options that way. But thank you very much, Eglin, for the beef long and TTS. But yeah, Cozy, as I was saying, I think fan art can be objectifying if it is like drawing the person like lewds of the person. I was thinking about this earlier. Because, we were talking about VTubers and Hololive and stuff like that over on YouTube. I was thinking about how like VTubers get like so much fan art drawn of them. And some of them will be very specific, like don't draw me like in this type of thing or that type of thing or whatever type of thing. I feel like if I was somehow a famous VTuber, I would say like, hey, if it's like inappropriate, obviously don't use the official tag because we want that to be family friendly. But I don't think I'd be offended by people drawing like inappropriate stuff. And in a weird way, I mean, I don't think I'd look at a lot of that, but in a weird way, I think I'd be flattered because it'd be like, oh, they're into me. There it is, like, this is kind of nice. So yes, I think it depends on the type of fan art, Cozy. Eglin says, and KD2, Oak said, did I just hear TTS girls say Transformers Yowie? No, it's Transformers Yapping. Oh, Kvira said yapping. Eglin said, okay, can we collectively agree on the hangers? Katie and Nora. And Nora said, we all get to pick one per us. The hangers were fun, but these were good choices. I'm still concerned about the hamper, but at least Wall is nice.
Oh,
huh?
That was sudden, wasn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't waste time. He noticed I was wearing an amulet of Mara.
You and Wallace, who has only just introduced himself to you, are now lovers. His gaze settles on you, filled with tenderness.
I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here before this gets, like, crazy.
His drywall heart beats only for you. You live happily ever after. Yes, just that quickly.
I'm sorry, Wallace. I'm never coming back to you. Oh, we got a text message. It's a Discord message. It's from Sam. Oh, we get to be as brutally honest with her as possible again.
Yo, I know it's been a sec since we talked, but I've been sitting here trying to work, and all I can think about is the fact that you're, like, dating your couch and your TV.
My wall wants to do it with me. Glad to know I'm on your mind. Wow, check your job privilege, fat cat. Must be nice having a job to ignore. I'm gonna try and flirt with Sam. Glad to know I'm on your mind, Samantha.
Oh my god, shut up.
Come on, you're
It's
at least
not just
human.
You.
You're
It's
human.
you and a handsome man version of your toilet.
I haven't met him
holding
yet.
hands and whatnot.
I don't know if
I don't mean to complain.
I don't know if Jean-Louis is
Just,
handsome.
I need to know how your whole, like, household object harem anime is going.
It's going okay. I think it's going good. I'm not sure, honestly. I'll say I think it's going good, ...
You think?
Yeah.
Is it or isn't it?
They're also weird. Dating is harder than I thought it was going to be. It's just also complicated. I'm going to say dating is harder than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you're just realizing that now, huh? It is hard out there.
It's so hard.
At least you don't have to leave your house to struggle. The rest of us have to get dressed and shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm not dressed.
Do our hair,
No.
put on a little makeup.
I've been walking around the house
Okay,
nude.
But honestly, like, can you just tell me what it's like?
All my clothes are in the dirty
walking
hamper.
around your house and having, what, hundreds of potential suitors just around?
Not plural, just
Like,
100.
You gotta feel, like, super eligible, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Except the wall. I don't want to know what that wall's going to do to me. I definitely don't feel like that. It feels super awkward. It feels more overwhelming, really. I'll say it feels overwhelming.
Hey, you just gotta take it one date at a time. I just gotta know one thing. When you're out here dating your appliances, are you guys, you know...
Do I know? Holding hands?
You know what? All right, keep your secrets. If you don't want to kiss and tell with your furniture, who am I to make you?
I want to kiss and tell?
All right, well, I've wasted enough of
Because that would
my
mean I'm
work
getting
day.
kisses.
All my love to your household object lovers or whatever. Bye.
Bye, little heart. Sam digs me now that she knows I'm not available for her. Okay, we got 3 hearts left. So let me check our list of items. I'll check off the ones that we have accomplished now. So let's see. We just did the wall. Yeah, there we are. So we got shadow, chair, dresser, piano, hamper. We did that. Dishwasher, HVAC, toolbox, breaker box, time capsule, and shower. Let's go give the shadow a try. Because we tried that before and were interrupted by Lucinda. So I believe it was the globe that we saw had a shadow. Although it didn't have like an outline when we tried to click on it. Oh, sorry, I was crouching. And did I save? I can't remember if I saved after that. Let's save now that we're lovers with the wall.
What about Tim?
Well, it's after 12 o'clock now. We can't now. We're gonna miss the schedule. And as I've said multiple times now, I think we're gonna try and prioritize new people before we spend a lot of time going back to other people. So he's just gonna have to wait to be mad. So let's try and do. Okay, so even though it doesn't get an outline, our heart does turn pink. I don't know if that's gonna count as the globe or not, so let's try this shadow. So let's see what the shadow thing is. Go.
There's a presence in the room with you. You're sure of it. But you can't make anything out in the darkness. As you search for whoever it might be, they address you in somber, funereal tones.
Is this what the person looks like? Just solid black? Oh crap, I forgot to read some YouTube chat. Let me get something visual for you guys to look at, then I'll read some YouTube chat.
As the light fades and dusk draws, all hope becomes despair.
Okay, his voice sounds somewhat familiar.
Do you wish to proceed?
You know, in for a penny, in for a pound. So let's go down to Pound Town. Sure.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Let regret not fill your heart then. Heart!
No!
For your greatest fears manifest in yours truly.
Is that who I think it is? Theorized guy?
Is it Alex Lee? Like, because I was actually sitting there thinking for a second, it almost reminded me of Vivia from Raincode. But I'm not sure. Like, this is scratchier than Alex Lee normally does. I feel like when he does the deep voice, he's usually trying to be sultrier than gravelly. But maybe it might be Alex Lee? Let me listen to another line from him.
A monstrous creature takes shape from the darkness itself. A terrifying amalgam of bones both human and animal. Grotesque, clawed fingers, and seething, swirling shadows.
It's very demonic looking. He reminds me of the narrator thing from Little Miss Nightmare. Very demonic. He's even got like the goat horns and everything.
From brazen earth to the heavens most incorrigible, the shadows quiver, the shadows quake and quail. Light has no purchase here, for I am XXX Shadow Lord 420XXX.
Hey, tell me which X's are capitalized there. Oh, and exclamation point. That is part of the username. Oh, he's got some cool music playing. Let me read some more in the chat. Like I said, I accidentally skipped over YouTube last time, so I got to check out some YouTube chat. Eli says, wow, you guys are perfect together. Have you done Holly? Yes, I met Holly. Her we have hung out with twice because I liked her. I want to unlock a bunch more people before I go back to her, but so far I really like Holly and Luna the most. Jack says, oh my gosh, Persona 5 social stats. Eli says, hi, Jax, the big silly nerd. Derma says, because it's supposed to be poise, smarts, sass, charm, and empathy, but without the first letters. Jack says, hi, Eli. Eli says, help, this scary. I looked down and my name was highlighted. Says, yay, Shadow Lord. Guess who he's voiced by? It is Holly is my favorite. Holly's up there. I don't know who to pick yet because I haven't done a whole lot with Holly or Luna, but the two of them I think are very romanceable. On Twitch, let's see. Quickita says, yeah, of course, it's fun and interesting. Also, I want Logan to check Luna again later, though. Lol. I don't know if we'll do her again later tonight, because as I said, I want to unlock as many as possible, but I definitely want to go back to her. Beep says, chill. Nora said, it's not one as a whole, it's one for each of us. Quickita said, but Nora, the hangers are cool. Eglin said, I thought we all had to agree on 3. Nora says, oh, Dragon says, yeah, same. I like the hangers. I got to scroll in the chat here. Nora says, okay, hangers could be 1. Please, Hamper, please, 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 please. Crystal says, talk now about your next 3 choices. Hangers, Hamper, question mark. How about Cha? Dragon says, is the Hamper cute? Quickita said, depending on what happens with this interaction, Luna again next day. But honestly, well, is she going to be mad if I didn't come back the next day? Because we are friends. Eglin said, computer, maybe? Nora said, well, yes, but mainly because her voice actor is someone I won't say because I'm waiting for him to get to it. Beep says, bro, got the calculator watch from 2nd grade. It's actually not the same one from when I was a kid. This is like my 3rd generation calculator watch model. Because they don't last forever, unfortunately. But I do love my calculator watch. Hang on, I gotta scroll in the chat again a little bit here. Eglin says, Wall is a pick for the is a better pick for the 3. We can just add computer to the list. Dragon says, okay, look forward to seeing her when Logan gets to her. Beep says 75 years ago, if you were seen wearing that watch, you'd be questioned by the government for your advanced technology. Oh, true. True. Same if I want to say same if I had a cell phone, but then again, 75 years ago, I wouldn't be able to get any signal with it. Eglin said, is our consensus hangers, Hamper, Wall? Crystal said, choice has been made. Quickita said, yeah, I think so. Yep. Nora said, yeah. Eglin said, let's see if my bet on who he'll romance first is correct. It was Wall! Apparently. All right, so we got XXX Shadow Lord 420XXX exclamation point. Met a new datable.
See you.
See you. Sweet handle, bro.
Of course. I am darkness incarnate. From now on, you are my penumbra.
Is the penumbra gonna be Penelope? Because I still need to find her. Penumbra, sure, I totally understand.
Do you?
Yes, yes, I do.
I am the Umbra.
Yes.
The darkest core.
And I am the penumbra, the darkest core who has a pen for writing things.
You are the penumbra, my companion accent shade. Like an outer shadow cast from an eclipse.
I'm your coat. Thanks. This is the last. Sign me up, bro!
Yes!
Yes!
So tell me, Penumbra, what brings you to the call of night?
I need advice on dating all the girls that are coming to life out of my household objects. I noticed that one of the shadows was wrong. Oh, because that's what it was. The globe shadow was pointing in a different direction than the others. I just clicked because chat told me to. I wasn't smart enough yet.
Did you find that out on your own?
No, chat told me.
Or did you use a hint?
Chat told me. I needed a hint.
Honest? I adore honesty and humanity.
Ooh, he likes our honesty.
You appear to be romancing the objects in your domicile.
Yep, word.
I see. You are embarked on a most interesting quest. However, it is quite trivial compared to mine.
What is yours, bro? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you mean? Yeah, what are you trying to accomplish?
As you can tell, I am dreadfully powerful. However, my true potential has yet to be unleashed. Bask in the shadows and remember that sinking feeling you get when you turn off the lights as you return to your bedroom.
Honestly, I'm just worried I'm gonna trip over something.
Then this eerie primal instinct to hasten yourself kicks in while your heart begins to rumble with fear. That, my friend, is but a lick of what true darkness can do.
We just met him and he's already talking about licking things. Oh, I hate that spooky feeling. I love darkness. I always try to keep the lights down. Oh crap, no, I shouldn't have said that.
You help my power grow.
Because that's a lie, because I like light mode, darn it. I was just trying to yes-and him too much and I lied.
But with that said, I'm afraid to say my power is waning.
Oh no, he looks so sad.
If not for your summoning ritual, I may be. Nay, such thoughts are wasteful. Anyhow, I have been waiting in the abyss in search of a companion.
A companion with benefits? Like platonically?
You see, the essence of darkness must be discussed before obtained. I have been waiting for eons for a worthy conversational partner.
Oh, he just wants conversation.
Our sinister lamentations in pure nightfall will serve as the dark ritual and bring forth my armaments.
Armaments?
My armor forged from the shadowy depths. Think of them as parts to my true self.
So is that why that we had the solo leveling reference when who's it, Vero said arise? Because it's kind of like Jinu song in solo leveling, summoning all of our fallen adversaries.
However, I have long lost them back during the Great Cataclysm.
Not the Great Cataclysm, that's a really bad one. I have so many questions. I have 0 questions. I accept all of this.
You are not curious about my dark powers? My special lore?
No, I just accept it.
It is rather special.
No, really, I guess a little.
Phew. I mean, I would have questions meeting any other phantasmal haunting. What troubles you, my penumbra?
Your moniker, the special armor, the Great Cataclysm!
The tragedy that befell my comrades.
Oh no.
Before, it was a peaceful time. My fellow denizens of the dark and I conversed in the shadows. Then, suddenly, a great power beyond any of ours divided us. I have not seen my allies since, and at the same time, my armament was lost.
So he's lonely, so we just gotta get more shadows for him? What was this power? Let me guess. Light defeated the darkness?
Like such a flimsy concept could be our undoing.
I don't know, I'm new to dark mode, bro. Huh?
Bro, that name is so corny. Don't look at my name. I'm out for tonight. I also put a video of a Transformers toy in Discord.
Awesome, I need to get caught up on that channel. I'm so behind on all that, but thank you very much, Omari. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you hanging out with us and for your commentary and everything. Thank you for the 10 bits. Good night, Omari. Hopefully we'll see you next time. I'll pause for a second to read some more of the chat then. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Quickita said, by the way, Logan, the hangers and hamper can be found in the laundry room, so those will be easy to go one after another. Dragon said, yes, I love Luna too. She'd be my bestie. Quickita said, I made Luna my friend. She's so sweet. Oak says, sadistic chat. A highlighted message from Beep saying, this game reminds me of the M. Of the M. Dragon says, the M, what's that? Oh, another highlight message. This song reminds me of the NSP song, Objects of Desire. I don't know the Ninja Sex Party songs by name. I might recognize if I've heard it. I enjoy their music from what I've heard, though. Quickita said, Luna, Celine, Moonrise. Man, this game sure do love moons. When you say Luna, Celine, and Moonrise, it reminds me of Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. Beep says, highlighted, I'm cooked, can't type, meant game. It's all good, but thank you for the highlighted messages. Oak said, no way, we're an hour to stream. Oh, crap, we're more than that. Oh, crap, Oak, the timestamp 10101. I am almost an hour and a half behind in Twitch chat. Lesbian Wolf said, go to bed. Good night, chat. Good night, Lesbian Wolf. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Beep says, POV, Logan doesn't know about Skibbity Toilet. I mean, I've never actually watched it, but I know about it. I hope Jean-Loup isn't a Skibbity Toilet. Beep says, bring Dasha back. Crystal says, dang. Quickita says, well. Crystal said, friend zone. Nora said, yikes. Oak says, Logan gets friend zoned in real time. Vera laughing. Dragon says, ooh, you got friend zoned by Luna. Well, hopefully we can maybe evolve beyond that. Nora said, Katie ratio. Vera said, you broke your boo amendment. Crystal says, no. Dragon says, yay, BFFs. Eglin said, Dorian was your first friend technically, but she's the first one you earned. Crystal said, the choice has been made. Hangers, hamper, wall. Oak said, bro, how did I forget the one promise I made within like 15 minutes laughing? Crystal said, copy, paste, keyboard slam. Egan says, hamper, hangers, wall. The wall is closest and the hangers are in the same place as the hamper. Crystal says, duck, duck, duck. Quickita said, please pin. After all the no duck trio lists, I highly recommend talking to Luna again the next day when you can. She has cute friend dialogue. Nora says, sigh. Eglin said, you guys are gonna hate them. Quickita said, sigh, alas, we must suffer. So I gotta ask you, Queen Kate, does it have to be the next day? Like, can I do it anytime, or is there a time constraint on that? Castle with an emote going, honk, how you do? Wait, no, Castle, did you come in before? I think you'd come in before that, but thank you for the emote, Castle. Crystal says, do not compare her to Chica. Chica is better, laughing. Nora said, sigh. Eglin said, this is a content warning. I'm pretty sure, by the way. Quickita said, it is. I don't know why it didn't activate yet, maybe till she says her name. Eglin said, if they aren't, I will lose it. Castle said, huge fan of the jacket design. Nora said, there, ... sigh. Dragon said, she literally flips you the bird, lol, and yes, she wears a bird meme on her jacket. Castle says, it is bed o'clock. You best be sleeping. Oh, in the game, just in the game. Crystal says, love it. Nora said, do we let Logan misgender and mean duck, or do we tell him? Oak said, no way, this is definitely not well spent, but it was funny. Quickita said, oh, Oak, this is like a content warning. Duck, broken heart, and I don't like the duck. Dagger says, laughing. Castle said, sorry, just a thought. Have we talked to the toilet? We haven't, but the toilet has been name dropped. Quickita said, we haven't got to the name yet, by the way, and this is our introduction. Omari said, I sent a video of my old Optimus Prime in Discord. Okay, so I'll definitely check that out. Eglin said, there's a content warning. Quickita said, now there's a content warning, and Nora said, Skylar. Eglin says, Skylar, please, girly, show up faster. Nora said, chat, do we let Logan misgender the content warning duck, or do we? Eglin said, oh, I get it, a Red Bull. That's funny. There's a clip, but let me check the YouTube chat real quick. Crystal says, Shadow Lord for the monster effers for real /J. Huh?
The bird with knife meme. It is bed o'clock. You best be sleeping.
That's what it was. It was you, Castle. It was you who posted that picture. Yes, thank you. And thank you for the 10 bits and the clarification, because I saw that, I'm like, where have I seen this recently? And that's what it was. I just didn't make the connection between when I asked that, when you posted that. So thank you for the 10 bits. And there's a pin message. Cat Katie, according to Crystal, says, it's any day, so whenever. Okay, so thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate that. So we don't need to rush back to Luna. Over on YouTube, Crystal says, also, ... May I ask you to open Discord artwork? A surprise is there for you, Logan. Okay, I don't have it open on desktop, so I gotta open it on my phone. You guys know that I try and close stuff when I'm streaming to reduce the amount of RAM my computer is using. So I gotta pull up the Discord artwork channel. And apparently there's something important there. Oh crap, there's something spoilered. Hang on. So we can't see what it is. It's spoilered, so let's see what it is. No! It's a picture of me with a lewd body. Yay, I have officially been objectified. Look, he's dancing. He's so happy. Yay, yay. I've just been objectified by a girl. Thank you very much, Crystal. Eli said, just join the Discord. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your time there. As I always try to tell everybody, it's a small community, but some really great people. Said, Logan, do a stream watching Skibbity Toilet. I don't know what to make of that, and they're doing a new movie, and I keep seeing toys now at the store of it. Durba says, darn it, I was thinking there was an NSP song that was like, yeah, it's basically this idea in song form. Oh, because yeah, when Beep was mentioning the Ninja Sex Party song. Okay, let's play a bit more. We'll come back. We'll check it. There's a clip posted in the chat. We're almost 2.5 hours in the stream, and I'm like over an hour behind on Twitch. But now is a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions. I may have to ask later because I assume any ones we gather now may be offline by the time we end up winding down tonight. We're going to go overtime again. Hope you guys don't mind. So what's he saying? Ha! Like such a flimsy concept could be our undoing.
It is an unexplainable force beyond reason, but that won't matter once I am at full strength. What troubles you, my penumbra?
I do like the juxtaposition of how like dark and evil he is, and then bright, like colorful hearts and things. So we have to ask him about everything. Crap. The special armor.
I'll have you know that these aren't just any normal raiments. They have no physical form. My armor is of a corporeal shade. But after I obtain just a single piece of it, the pressure of my dark aura will rise exponentially.
So we need to collect his armor for him? How do we find the armor parts?
As I said, by having conversations, we initiate the ritual.
Okay.
Join me in darkness, and my power shall inevitably return.
What happens when you get your full armor?
I descend into the Vanta Black pools
Vanta Black?
and emerge as my true, awesome form.
I hope that if that happens, and if he emerges, his true form is just kind of a dumpy little weirdo-looking guy.
I sense your curiosity. Stay close, Penumbra, and you shall someday see. What troubles you?
Nothing! I don't want to have to ask you about everything. Your moniker. Tell me about your name.
While it may appear childish, it is a title that bears significance to me.
It's a username you came up with when you were 13, isn't it, bro?
Even creatures of the dark are entitled to nostalgia, and its relevancy continues to capture my very essence. Lord of Shadow.
420XXX. Why isn't there an exclamation point? There should be. What about the X's in 420?
Oh, signature embellishments. You'd be surprised how popular of an identity Shadow Lord is.
Yeah, there was already like 419 of them, because I know that's not a drug reference, because you're a good boy.
Can't just have anybody proclaim they are the true Lord of Shadows, which is why I leave my mark as such.
Shadow Lord falls silent for a moment, as though listening for something you can't hear. He makes a fist, nodding to himself.
Can this be?
He spreads his arms wide, opening his clawed hands as if to receive something.
Oh, is he gonna get a piece of his armaments? Huh?
Wait, Logan, I need to scream over this. Why didn't you tell me Teresa Finn vote for a creator character?
Wait, there is?
Your Twitter fans are trying to make that one jazz art labeled Jalopy to be made because Jalopy wasn't the funny one.
Wait. Well, are we talking about in this game, like there's a Twitter vote to make a new character for this game? Or do you mean a fan vote? Because like last time they did a fan vote for Transformers, that's how we got Windblade. And the time before that, that's how we got, oh crap, what was the combiner team, the Torchbearers? Oh crap. What was it called? I can't remember. But are they doing another one of those? Huh?
No, for Transformers like the Windblade one.
I didn't know they were. Did they announce that at San Diego Comic-Con? I was only looking through all the photos from the panel. I haven't like read any content or things that were said yet. So apparently they're doing that. I worry because like the last couple times they've done that, whatever character they've made, they then shoehorned into everything. If they just want to do it and make a toy and be chill about it, I am so down with that. So thank you, Vera, for the 2 sets of 10 bits. I need to look this up. I gotta vote in it. I gotta have my voice be heard. I really appreciate that. Let me read some more of the chat before he gets his armament back. Oak has posted a clip in the Twitch chat for anyone who's lurking or who doesn't know the deal. Whenever someone posts a clip into the chat, we load it up into our clip viewers so we can watch it together. This will also give us a timestamp to let me know how far behind I am, but it's going to be like an hour. Yep, it's when we were talking to the rubber duck. So let me pop this up onto the stream. Oh, I gotta close this out here. This is titled Logan Gains Self-Confidence. Is that not voiced? Oh, come on, have more faith in yourself. Was that a bug? Okay, we need to have more faith in ourselves. That we can pee in a hallway.
I think you could piss just about anywhere if you really believe.
You know what? I'm feeling the confidence in this. Yeah, I could do that. I could pee anywhere.
There's even a plant out there if you want to get creative.
I'm gonna go pee on a plant.
Out.
You know what? I forgot to go pee on the plant. I let Rebel down. I need to go pee on a plant, apparently, but thank you very much for the clip. Oh, I appreciate that. Eglin said Rebel is a they, them. I'm pretty sure. Please pin. Crystal says, oh, right. Yeah, Logan Rebel is non-binary as far as I know. They use they, them. Nora says, yeah. Dragon said, I've worn a retainer before years ago. It's not that bad, but it can get annoying. Nora said, oh, you're not supposed to boo. I got to scroll in the chat here because I'm so far behind. Dragon says, yeah, well, I'm still her, a she anyway. Vera said, taking all of Oak's money. Plan is working. Oak says, how am I so bad at this? Crystal said, we are rubbing hee or money. Nora says, wehehe. Castle says, I've got a permanent retainer, wire plus glue on the back of the teeth for a few years now, and I barely notice it's there, but it makes flossing weird. It's like permanent, so it like never comes out? Do you have to worry about like infection or anything? Quiggity says, no. Eglin says, gosh dang it, Lucinda. Crystal said, Lucinda, get the heck out. Vera says, gosh dang it. Nora says, no. Gosh dang it, not he. Dragon says, oh, come on, Lucinda. Cozy says, back from holy moly, she hot. Welcome back, Cozy. Have you been wooed by Lucinda? Quiggity said, boy, I wonder whose fault it is that Logan has a DLC in the first place. Eglin said, Lucinda gave him the himbo harem. Nora says, gosh, freaking dang it, get out, I hate you, Lucinda, get out. Crystal says, bazoomies. Weedle says, huh? Cozy says, melons. Jin says, what happening? Quiggity says, ad quote, we got to squeeze her sponge muffins, her sweet cup and cakes. No, it's sweet cuppin' cakes, not cup and. It's cuppin'. It's an old Homestar Runner reference. Sweet cuppin' cakes. Crystal adds a quote, and Nora said, no, please don't make us do this again. Crystal said she let us touch both her left and right bazoomies. Cozy says, smexy Gallica. I like that Gallica is cute. I actually prefer cute over smexy. Just saying. Dragon says, also no offense, but I don't use that pronoun title because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't see anyone who's either male or female. Eglin said, love it that it changes her name every time her title changes. Did it change her name? Eglin said, keyboard slam, I hate this woman. Crystal said, random reminder, Oak, no boss for TTS. Oak, booze for TTS. Oak says, yeah. Queen says, what does that mean, lol? Weedle says, he that behind. Crystal said, he's that far behind. Eglin said, this seems a bit reductive. Nora says, yeah. Cozy says, I'm an empath. Queen said, there's 100 characters in the game, and I assume there's no new game plus points to carry specs over, so I think that's the point. Oak said, yeah, why would you just listen to people's identity? Eglin said, there's my himbo harem. Dragon says, I love these guys. Queen said, so Logan, remember the one you called a harem when you checked the data decks. Oh, yeah, because there's a group. Meet the Hangers, the best bros of all time. Chris said, love the himbo harem. Chris says, chat, may I have a Hank 1? Only if you get all the other 4 Hanks. Omari said, my question is, can you end up alone? Probably. I know in life that's pretty easy to do. We just said I forgot how much of a nerd Logan is. Eglin says, fun fact, Hank 3 is a pants hanger. That's why he wants to get in your pants constantly. Chris says, like this fact. Quiggin says, I think so, lol. I hate endings are a thing with each character, so I assume everybody can get rejected. Everybody. Okay, let me take a look over on YouTube chat. Let's see. Nora popped in, says, shush, #1 Risei fan lurking in the shadows of YouTube because I don't know if I'm supposed to be awake or YouTube is easier to get to. Derma says, I'm expecting a Wizard of Oz thing where it's revealed to be a very small guy puppeting it. When we see this Shadow Lord's true self. Nora says, hello, YouTube chat. Derma says, hi, Nora. Eli says, hi, Nora. Nora said, I'm so happy I got him to talk to Harper and Dirk. Derma says, I'm just waiting for whoever the piano is. Nora said, I just want to hear Laura. I forgot that Dirk was Johnny, but it makes it so much funnier. And then Nora says, have you been wounded, Logan? I know, I was trying to talk too fast. hope I'm getting close to catching up, but we gotta play some more of this. We're losing our lurkers from not playing the game.
Yes, the dark power begins to creep and course through me.
So he's getting the first of his armaments? The dark power? Did I do a bad... Wah!
Remember to breathe and don't think. Feel.
Thank you, Chie. I'm talking too much without breathing. I will do that. Thank you, Chie. Thank you, Chie. Okay, I want to know what the dark power is, but I feel like that's... The way that's written makes it sound like I don't like the dark power. So I'm just gonna go, did I do a bad thing?
Perhaps.
Oh, you're into bad things?
I knew I had a good feeling about you, Penumbra.
A good feeling about me being a bad boy?
A piece of my armament has returned. My soul quivers with might.
Yay. I don't see a difference. It's true. You look very I don't want to call him sexy. We're just friends. He's not sexy. I don't see a difference.
Sight means naught in the face of shadows.
Okay, that makes sense. It's kind of like what they were, what Rousey was saying in Deltarune the other day.
You'll learn
about
to
shadows.
recognize the ever-growing darkness in due time, my companion. I thank you for awakening
You're
me.
welcome.
Encountering you has been the most exciting event in a very long time. For now, I shall relinquish you. Return to your quest.
Are we friends now?
Oh, and no need to reinvite the light. You're now a denizen of darkness, after all.
Hope that doesn't mean it's gonna always be dark in the house from now on.
Unless being in the dark brings about a fearful sensation that tickles your heart too fiercely.
Yeah, it's a little too tickly, bro.
Farewell.
Bye-bye. Hey, there we go. Okay, I should have at least 1 or 2 more hearts. I got 2 more hearts left. Okay, let's save again. Let's save. So where are we? Are we at, we've unlocked 10 people so far today. We should be able to get at least another couple. Make sure that we're doing about a dozen a day. And looks like we got another message from Workspace Crap. It's from David Most again.
Aldivinites.
Yeah, are you still drunk?
Salutations,
Hi.
and a good greeting from your CEO, David Most.
Are you hungover yet?
Wow. The other night was quite a lively celebration, wasn't it? Honestly, I don't remember much. Which means Sandy in corporate events planning did her usual bang-up job. Inspirational work, Sandy. Way to earn that 3% cost of living bonus. Keep it up and undoubtedly you'll be CEO one
I've had
day.
one of those where I get like a 9-cent raise.
Unfortunately, sometime during the festivities, my sunglasses seem to have been misplaced.
Oh!
By who exactly
That's
is
mine.
impossible to know for sure. We've combed every inch of the hotel, and they did not end up in the lost and found. So it seems likely that someone mistakenly took them home. Honestly, they're worthless. They were given to me by someone special, and they do have some amount of sentimental value. So if you have any information related to their whereabouts, please email me ASAP. Oh, and if someone from the press happens to reach out, they were definitely just normal sunglasses and not a highly classified prototype we're secretly developing in conjunction with the federal government. Unrelated, please bid a fond Valdivian farewell to Sandy in corporate events planning, whose role has been eliminated due to ongoing workforce optimization efforts. Best of luck in all your new endeavors, Sandy.
Just couldn't afford that 3% cost of living wage increase, I suppose. I don't like this idea of like, I don't remember much of what happened. Dude was like drunk texting us. You should be able to see what happened. So, Tinfoil Hat, I don't know, does he have a name? Tinfoil Hat Terry? Tinfoil Hat Tony? He was right that David Most has figured out that the date viators are missing. Okay, so we got 2 more hearts. So let me take a look at our list and see who we still have. We have a chair, dresser, piano, dishwasher, HVAC system, toolbox, breaker box, time capsule, and shower. Chair, dresser, piano, dishwasher. Which of these do we want? I mean, I guess there's a chair right there. So I guess we do a chair next. What are those records down there? Can I crouch and see better? Can't even tell if those are records. We still gotta see those drapes at some point. I think Mateo was talking about it. We also got a table and a little candelabra. Okay, so I guess we'll do a chair. That's on the list. So we'll do a chair.
Dearie me, where has my poor husband gone to?
Well, is she supposed to be old or just old-timey? Like, she sounds, oh, dearie me, but she doesn't look old. I'm very confused. My first impression, I like her haircut, though.
The petite blonde thespian turns her attention
she is
to
just
you
an actor.
suddenly, greeting you with a cheerful smile.
How did all of your clothes suddenly change? I like her haircut. She seems nice, and she has some very toned abdominals.
Oh, hey there! I didn't realize I had an audience.
Oh, and I recognize this voice, too. You made a new dateable. Jeremy. Jeremy, is that supposed to be instead of Jeremy?
She draws a hand over her face, perhaps to help her concentrate. And then...
Oh, Henry! What happened to you? I'm so worried. The only trace is the blood stain on the window.
So she's just acting like an old lady. She gets a shawl, the hat, a little doily, but also different colored outfit. Her chair changes color. What are you doing? She's acting, bro.
Acting, of course.
See? Bro!
I put on a different play each day of the week. Tonight is Saturday Night Dead.
I know this voice. I know this voice.
The play of the day is Throw It All Away. And I'm playing a woman whose husband has mysteriously disappeared.
It's Makoto. Is it Makoto Nijima? Is that who it is? Is it Makoto Nijima from Persona 5?
Hey, you wouldn't be interested in joining me up here, would you?
Yes. Sure, maybe some. Yeah, sure.
Great. Can't wait to see what you could do. I'm sure you'll break a leg. But don't break too many. I only have 4 of them.
I only have 2. So where's script? No, we don't need no singing script. How do we start? How do we start?
We each pick stock roles and then improvise our way through a little sketch. The genre is our guide.
I get to do some improv. This is what I do IRL.
We're very commedia dell'arte here.
Oh, crap. No. Let's not do commedia dell'arte. I don't want to be like Pantalone and have those creepy, weird masks.
I'll give you a character, and you can direct the story from there.
Yes, and this seems kind of hard. First time for everything, I guess.
It is Makoto Naima, and also the actor's name is literally Jeremy Lee, so she was born for this role.
Oh, that's probably why they cut, like, it's a reference to her. Oh, that's really cute. So it's like this character was made for her. So thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's some fun trivia. Okay, hang on, I gotta catch up on chat. I know that we were losing lurkers every time I do this, and I apologize. If you lurkers stick around as I'm catching up on chat because I'm so far behind, I really appreciate you, but I do need to read some more. Oak posted another clip in the chat. This will tell me, this will give a timestamp to let me know if I'm anywhere near close to catching up. That other one, I think, had said I was like 2 hours behind. This one says I'm only 1 hour behind. So I'm getting slowly caught up. This clip is titled, Logan Dies Live on Stream. Bro's tight!
Fire!
Fire! Oh crap! Fire! Fire! Get out of here! Get out of here! My voice sounds so scratchy. I died in the fire. I did. It was very sad. It was very sad. But thank you very much, Oak, for the clip. I appreciate that. Dragon says, listen, everyone has the right to speak what they're comfortable and uncomfortable about. That means I'm too as well. Just being honest, all right, not going to rant about stuff. I just want to say one thing, and that's it. Crystal says, if you get everyone hates you ending, yeah. Castle said, Logan has never had slippery clothes. I mean, I guess, like, what if I've gone swimming? You know, a swimming trunks get kind of slick, especially if you're doing a slip inside. What are slippery clothes, Castle? Dragon says, Logan, no, he's very much alive. Crystal says, gnarly. Nora said, check Discord real quick. Castle said, cheese rolling is real and insane? Is it like curling, but with cheese? Oh, wait, no, I have seen that. That's where they roll the big wheels of cheese down the hill, right? Crap, yeah, I think I remember seeing some article where people were getting, like, seriously injured about that. I had forgotten, Castle. Dragon said, these guys are my bros. Eglin said, I love the Hanks so much. Chris said, Hanks are the homies, bro. Quicken said, personally, I like purple and green. Hank already forgot the numbers. Eglin said, wow, Chance is my husband. I love these guys so much. Quicken said, also, I don't know why, but I like the ginger beard on Hank 3, the blue guy. Eglin says, 4 and 5 is purple and 4 is purple and 5 is green. Quicken said, thank you, lol. I lost track of which one 3 and 4. Amari said, when did this game come out? This is relatively new, right? Like within the past couple of months? Eglin said 1 through 3 is just left to right, 4 is in the back, and 5 is far right. Dagger said this year, if I remember correctly. Nora said everything's gnarly, hotty like a bag of Takis. I'm legit, obvi. They be trying to copy. I'm legit. Are these like song lyrics or something like that? Eglin said June of this year, like June 17th or something. Omari said this game feels like Monster Prom, but much bigger and full-voiced. Crystal said, gnarly, I'm legit. Oak says, goated with the sauce. Dragon says, let's go. Crystal said, Logan likes Hank 5. I repeat, Logan likes Hank 5. Quicken says, add quote, you're allowed to try and get into my pants, Hank 5. Crystal says 5 and adds a quote. Omari said, how did this game come out before Silk Song? Eglin says, Hank 5 is so wholesome, especially closer to the end of their encounter. Nora says, gnarly, legit, everything's gnarly. I'm making beats for a boring, dumb, effing gnarly, don't talk to me. Quicken said, there's an anime collab in Pretty Derby for cool dress versions of Two Horse Girls. One of them I wanted really badly, McQueen. Oh, they should do a Lightning McQueen collab. But instead, I finally got the other two, Teo, but I finally got McQueen tonight. Eglin said, it was meant to come out on Valentine's Day, but got delayed. Cozy says, Tim Tams or biscuits from Australia. Oh, I've heard of those, actually. The only thing I could think of was, crap, who is it? Anybody a long time ago ever watched Tobuscus videos on YouTube? He had, I think the character's name was Tim or something like that. So thank you, Cozy. Crystal says, you're gnarly. No, I'm not. Jealous of my mansion. Yeah, the view is effing gnarly. Nora said, gnarly, everything's gnarly, hottie like a bad. Taki's legit, I'm legit. Crystal says, do you know the explicit version? Crap, I need to scroll in the chat. There's so much stuff that I have no idea what anybody's even talking about. Nora says, I do. Eglin said, wasn't this in development for like 6 years? That lines up with lockdown. Quicken said, note, it is very exact wall. You'll have to use the glasses on, so feel free to ask if you need help on that. Crystal says, the devs was so bored in pandemic, they wanted to date their object/J. I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe that's how it came about. Nora says, hamper time. Vera said, hamper is my fave. Eglin said, I'll add the lamp, but only so Logan can be mean to it. Okay, so I gotta add that to the list now. So thank you very much. I'll pop that on. Let me also check the YouTube chat, because I am getting behind. Let's see. Crap, I gotta scroll up a little bit. Gotta scroll up. Dermo says, need to head. Adios, YouTube chat. Good night, Dermo. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. Sleep well. Have a good rest of your night. Crap, is there anyone that Dermo was looking for specifically? I gotta make sure that we don't do while Dermo's gone. Jack says, Eli said, good night, Dermo. Jack says, good night, Dermo. Nora says, oh my gosh, my goat. Jeremy Lay. Hey, I've met her. Eli said, I love her. She's so cute. Nora says, Jeremy Lay. I've met Jeremy Lay. Eli, I hope I'm saying her name right. Eli says, Nora, I love you and your date everything takes. Says, think, not like, help. Nora says, I have very few takes in this game. I like Jeremy because her voice actress is super sweet. Eli says, do you like Holly? Nora says, she's chill. Eli says, yay. Jack says, oh my gosh, Mom Kyoto. Nora says, I met her. Jack said, that's really cool. I'm jealous. Nora said, she's very sweet. Eli says, cats I mentioned. Have you done Kurt and Rod? We have not. The Mateo mentioned Kurt and Rod, but we haven't seen them yet. Nora said, if you're talking to me, I haven't actually played this game. If you're talking to Logan, I don't think he has. Eli says, I love Kurt and Rod. Okay, we gotta play a little bit. First time for everything, I guess. Because I don't want to say it seems hard. I love improv. That's like my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, don't worry. It's no big deal. We're just playing.
Yeah.
There are no stakes at all.
Yeah.
We usually don't even have an audience. The important thing is that you have fun.
Well, then it's not theater. Theater requires at least two things: a performer and an audience. Without an audience, it's not theater.
Oh, and that you're comfortable.
Oh, I'm very comfortable with you, my chair.
I am big on the actors being comfortable in their space, so we shouldn't do anything too intense before we get comfortable performing with one another. That means no roughhousing and no.
Oh, she's gonna say like smooching and stuff like that.
For lack of a better word, no being a creep.
Okay, I won't be a creep yet. Later, we're totally gonna be a creep.
So as long as you follow that rule, I'll play along with anything you say.
Anything?
Promise. There's no wrong answer.
All right, this sounds fun. Okay, I'll do my best.
That's the spirit.
I like her. She's now in my top 3, especially with her short hairstyle.
And remember, if it ever gets too much for you or you're uncomfortable with the subject matter, you just let me know.
I have a feeling she's gonna be the first one to get like creepy and start like hitting on me.
Let's pick a safe word. You say the word, and we'll stop doing whatever we're doing. Okay?
Pineapple.
My word is Davenport. If I say Davenport, it means we stop what we're doing.
Okay.
Go ahead and pick your safe word.
Didgeridoo, bison, Davenport, chair sex. Well, obviously I can't pick Davenport. Didgeridoo, that's a fun one. I'm probably never gonna mention a didgeridoo. I just gotta make sure that we stay away from any overly Australian themed scenes. I mean, she probably has dialogue if I say Davenport, but I don't want to upset her if she thinks I'm stealing her. So we'll do didgeridoo.
Ooh, that's a fun one. Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Oh, I can't say it. I can't say it. If I say it, she'll leave.
Okay, got it. Great. Let me introduce you to today's audience.
Oh, I thought we didn't have an audience. I didn't know there'd be an audience. Hello, audience.
Hello, audience.
So we just gotta play along. We cannot contradict anything she says. Wow.
Wasn't expecting the spotlight to be on me today.
Is that a vent? That looks like, or is that a fireplace? I can tell if that's like the bottom of the fireplace or if it's a vent, or maybe it's just the floor. Okay, we have a new character.
Florence is the personal assistant.
Oh, she's the floor.
Mayor Celia herself.
Celia, Mayor Celia? Is that a ceiling or like a ceiling fan? We have a mayor?
Oh, don't you go bigging me up now. I'm nobody special. Just focus on your performance. And no, I'll be cheering you on.
Okay, we're performing for the floor, who has a footprint on her, apparently. Okay.
All right. In that case, let's start. Here we go. Murder mystery.
Oh, murder mystery. Who done it?
Florence is a big fan of these. She's here every Saturday.
Okay, so Saturdays are murder mystery days.
It's true. I'm just an absolute sucker for crime shows.
Does this count as meeting Florence as a dateable? I mean, we haven't, like, date-viated her into existence. I don't know how she's here.
Sometimes I picture myself pulling off that devilish body outlining chalk floor look.
I guess you're the floor.
Is that weird?
Yes.
Okay, partner. Listen up. I'll be playing the part of the poor old rocking chair whose husband has gone missing.
Oh, no.
You're the detective investigating the disappearance.
Yeah, all right here. I'll talk like Dick Gumshoe then. Your husband's dead, so let's get married, lady.
I'll play along with whatever direction you decide to take the story. Just remember, keep it respectful and fun.
Okay.
And lights up.
This is gonna be
Jeremy
good.
clasps her hands together, becoming a new chair altogether in the blink of an eye.
We have a full-on set here.
Woo! Yes!
I like the ottoman up here on the wall. What do you call that? A dust cover on the bottom? What's it called? Dust ruffle? It looks like a mustache.
Oh, dearie me, detective. Is there any news about my husband, Henry David Throw Pillow? He's been missing for nearly 4 days.
Instead of Henry David Thoreau, the author of was it On Walden Pond? But he's a throw pillow. That's cute. I like you, Jeremy.
Sorry, ma'am, no news for. As it turns out, we just found him. Yeah, we just found him.
They did?
We did.
What are you waiting for? What happened? Is he all right?
No, he's all left. He's alive, but unfortunately he's lost his memory. I'm afraid it's bad news. You may want to sit down for this.
Amnesia is kind of played out, so we'll say it's
bad news. You gotta sit down.
I'm a chair, Dak Nabbit. I'm always sitting down. I can take whatever news you've got. Just show me.
I forgot that chairs can't sit down. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I hope that isn't offensive to your people.
What's the detective showing her? A photograph? Henry, it's too horrible for words. Oh, he's been torn limb from limb by a bed. God!
It was that Tim Tom Timey Tum Tum.
Who is responsible for this? Detective, do you have any leads?
I wonder if we can accuse her. Or can we accuse Florence in the audience?
Yes, in fact, I already worked out who the killer is.
Goodness me, who was it, detective? Who killed my poor Henry?
It was me! It was you!
It was you! It was you! She is playing along! She's turning supervillain! I love her!
No.
Oh, it is. This is happening, Florence!
So, you figured me out, have you? Darn. must have spotted the catnip I've been growing out back. That was sloppy of me. That's right. I planted catnip on Henry so those feral mountain lions would attack him. And I do it again!
She confesses a lot quicker and easier than the Ace Attorney culprits.
He was cheating on me!
No!
With one of those newfangled ergonomic chairs. The cat!
He was cheating with an ergonomic chair! How ergonomic. That didn't work. That sounded better in my brain.
He deserved it!
Well, it's a good thing you're free, because you got a date with justice! So what you're saying is you're single. Oh!
Thank you, Chaotic. I want to flirt with her, but she wants to keep it entirely respectful. Crap, did we save before? I kind of want to save Scum, because I like her. But I don't want to get too creepy. Like, what if I click this and she immediately shouts Davenport? I gotta read some more in the chat. Oh crap, we're 5 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. How did that happen? How did that happen? I gotta read some of the chat. I am like an hour behind in chat. I got too caught up in the game. I need to stop like paying attention to the game. Quickita said, note, it is very exact. Well, all those, I read that earlier. Nora says hamper time. Vera says hamper is my favorite. Eglin said I read that, so I gotta scroll a little bit.
To be fair, you dating her is different from the characters you're playing dating.
That's true. So let's do that. Let's test the water. Let's dip our toesies in the pond. And I might save Scum to do this differently because I don't want to upset her, but I want to plant the seeds. You know, have the back of her brain thinking about me as a dating prospect. But thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. Let's see. Quickita said surely Chance will be fine, but I don't want to. But I forgot I want to check in on Luna after the wall for friend dialogue. It's probably gonna have to wait till next time. I'm sorry. Vera said I'm so excited. They're so fun. Crystal said, yeah, my toxic couple. Quickita said I skipped these two. Lol. Sorry, fans of these two. Vera said it's okay. You get to see them with Logan. Dragon says, oh, both of them are cool looking. Are they brother and sister? Crystal says, I mean, understandable. They're so toxic. Nora says, Laura Bailey. Rise, keyboard slam. Rise, Laura Bailey. The goat for real. Vera said, it is. I knew you'd notice them. Beep says, you poo. Oak says, I'm screenshotting this as evidence of your gayness to Nora. Dragon says, yo, I think you're right. Maybe Hajime. Nora says, it's Rise and you. I'm crying. Please pin. Nora said, Rise. Eglin said, hearing these two screaming is so funny. Vera said, they're the ones I managed to date because I was having too much fun watching them argue. You get me? Quickita says, I will say though, I like Hamper's fit. The way she has cropped shirt and then skirt, I would think it's icy, but she makes it look good. Vera with the unlurk. Welcome back from the unlurk. Said I forgot to unlurk. England said, oh no, the sports equipment only because the VA, who I'm fine with, he's actually chill. Queen Katie said, I skipped most cause I had a feeling the game would make me pick someone to agree with and I ain't dealing with the stress. Crystal says, citrus system is for adult, not safe for work things, yes. So I know lemon's got to be bad then. So what are the rankings then? Vera said, I ended up dating both. Beep said, yes, people name themselves Lemon all the time in FNAF. Oh no, that's not FNAF. That's Friday Night Funking Beat Battle. Crystal says, yeah, citrus is for the severity. Eglin said, oh no, please not the citrus system. Dragon says, I didn't know about the citrus system. Quinkin said, I didn't know about the citrus system because I was a minor when I got into fanfiction.net, but I knew somewhat what lemon was because again, minor on fanfiction.net. Dagger says, chat, what the heck is citrus system? I'm reading smut fanfics for like 6 years. My first time hearing about this. Eglin said, isn't it the hierarchy orange, lime, lemon, grapefruit? I'm scared of grapefruit now. Crystal says, new gen /J. Queen Katie said, it was how folks tagged their work back in the day, especially on fanfiction.net, which didn't have such tags to tell you, hey, this is how severe the content is, I think. Omari said, chat, why the heck are we talking about smut? Vera said, shrug. Dagger says, ooh, so it was that long ago. Eglin said, orange is romance without NSFW, like cuddling and kissing. Lime is fade to black smut. Lemon is full smut, but like semi-tame. And grapefruit is kinky stuff. Nora says, Rise, how I've missed you. Oak said, you played Persona 3 days ago. Crystal says, the citrus scale is the scale used to measure intensity of sexual activity in a fanfic. It ranges from very mild to insanely wild. The scale is as follows: least wild to wildest NSFW ever, citrus, lime, lemon, grapefruit. Queen said, yeah, so many Digimon fix I'd find were lemon level back when I explored the site. Dagger says, Digimon. Beep said, Harper seems problematic. I love her. Cozy said, what's grapefruit again? Vera said, she is. Dragon said, okay, haha, they were a couple cute. Queen said, there's a lot of shipping over there. I just want to read Iori Hilda fix because he's my favorite character. Chris said, the kinkiest stories, so yeah, a lot of sexual activity and maybe even tools. Dagger said, never watched Digimon, but I'm glad there are people to ship. Dragon says, Harper and Dirk, I like them, even though they're kind of a toxic relationship. I think it's kind of funny. Nora said, yeah, and I've missed Rise. Really, Rise? Really, Nora? I haven't noticed. I should read some more on YouTube as well, because we're like 30 seconds away from the 3-hour mark. We're going overtime tonight. I hope you guys are okay with that. Let's see. Nora says, Logan, for more context, Jeremy Lay was one of the people I met back in September. No, I gathered that from all the times you said you met her. You're not very subtle with these things, but no, I remember you talking about that. Eli said, can I put in Kurt and Rod as my request? Sure, I'll add that to the list here. Curtin Rod. The list is getting longer. How many have we done today? About a dozen. We're making some progress. Nora says, dude, my mom talked about Jeremy and the person she was with about a band for like 5 minutes. I'm not kidding you. I was standing there. Meanwhile, my mom was having a casual conversation with Jeremy Lay. Eli says, Florence. Jack says, I wish I could do cool stuff and meet cool people. You got to go to conventions. They're awesome. I would normally this time of year be in San Diego Comic-Con right now, but I couldn't afford it this year. Nora says, my mom is the GOAT for real. She takes me to meet cool people. Next week, I get to go to meet voice actress of Vivi from One Piece and possibly Robin from One Piece. Crystal says, Twitch raid suggestion, because you're too far from chat. Thank you very much. I will copy these over into my text file from YouTube. Because, yeah, again, we're going overtime. I hope at least one of these will be online later on when it's time to do that stuff. So we got to keep going with this, with our improv scene. Let's try it. So what you're saying is you're single, interested in going on a date? We're just going to dip our toe in the water. We're just going to hope she doesn't immediately Davenport on us. Oh, crap. No! I mean, to be fair, I floated the idea of a date. Well. At least this game is realistic.
Whoa, yeah. Sorry, that's too much for me. Even if you're in character, it just doesn't feel right. We just met, you know?
I'm sorry.
Maybe we should call it for the day. I'm kind of tired, actually. If that's okay with you, Florence. Sorry, I know you're a fan of these.
What? Oh no, don't even worry about me, dearie. Just take the rest of the day off. I need to catch up on some paperwork for the mayor anyways. But I'll be here next week. Same time, same place.
Thanks. See ya. Hey.
Hi. I'm sorry, Jeremy. Huh?
It would have been worse if not in character, so I'm glad you chose the lesser evil.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was just floating the idea, but that is fair. She didn't like me even broaching the subject. But thank you for the 10 bits, Vero. See, this is why I don't even try with girls in real life, because this is just gonna happen. And then, except in real life, then they're gonna post online about you. Actually, did you guys hear there was this news about some app that came out, like, I think within like the past week or so? I don't know. I think I heard about it for the first time yesterday. I think it was called Tea, like TEA, like, you know, spill the tea and all that. And the whole concept was, it was an app only for women where they could basically rate men that they've dated in a geographic area. And so if you have a date with a guy, you can go on the app and look up the guy and see girls who've gone on a date with a guy before and if they have horror stories about the guy or not. There are some issues with that in concept, I think. But I guess there was a big explosion of controversy today because in order to verify that the user is only women and not just like some guy to like, you know, try and hype themselves up falsely among girls, they would require women to verify their identity by like taking a picture of themselves and of their driver's license to show their ID. Like, I am a woman, this is me, I am the user, I'm matching with the photo on the card, etc., etc. But apparently, Even though they would say, yeah, take a photo, send us of their driver's license, and we just verify it, and then we delete the photo. Apparently, they didn't delete the photo, and they dumped them all into a publicly accessible folder online, and somebody found it. And so every single woman using the app got doxxed with their driver's license, which has all their personal info, their home address, and everything like that. And wow. So it's like, it's horrible for everybody. It's horrible for women, obviously, because it docks every single one. It's horrible for the guys, again, just in concept. Like, I can understand the idea behind it. You want to make sure that you're doing basically like a background check on this guy's dating history, but it's also like creepy that you're doing that with guys. So it's wow. Wow. Anyway, Jeremy doesn't like me anymore.
Not bad for your first time. I know that it can be a little overwhelming when you're in the thick of it, but try to keep everyone's boundaries in mind, okay?
I kind of want to save scum and try that again.
It's no fun for anyone if the performers can't trust one another.
She doesn't trust me. Trust must. I always say, yeah, sorry, I'm new at this.
So, as long as you promise to do your best, you're welcome to come back. Remember that every day is a different genre, so if today wasn't really your scene, there's always something else tomorrow.
Oh, and I just got a little Discord notification on my phone here. Let's save. Yeah, we're gonna save over a new save slot just in case I want to go back and try that again. Wow, I am not good at this. But again, it's true to life because I am not good at talking to girls in real life either. I need to read some more in the chat, though, because we are past the 3-hour mark. We are going overtime. And again, if you're lurking, I really appreciate you because I have been and will continue to spend a whole heck of a lot of time catching up with the chat here because it's just taking a very long time. Let's see. Nora said, yeah, I missed Risei. Quiga said, to Dagger, note that usually the main characters are minors in some stories written when they're still minors, so I had to scroll past those. Nora said, I wouldn't say funny, but I like the characters by themselves. Vera says, well, now I know what a finger trap is. Well, I think that was just like when you're talking about a bamboo finger trap. Or finger torture trap or something like that. Unless you're talking about a normal paper finger trap. You guys have seen those. They're like a little tube that you put your fingers in. And you, what it is that if you pull outward, they tighten. And so the more you try to get out of them, the more they tighten around you. And so what you have to do is you have to push in and then that widens it up so then you can grab it and slide it out. But there's also like all sorts of weird bamboo stuff where like, because like bamboo, I guess, grows really quickly. And so it was used in torture stuff. So I think it was a torture trap. That's what it was. It was just a finger trap, and that's all it was. Queen said, love the finger traps. I had one as a kid that kept for years. Logan, what the heck did you say? That's not at all. Well, I tell you, I thought he said a torture trap. A finger trap, is that the thing? Dragon said, judging the first thing we see with these two arguing, I'm surprised Hamper hasn't dumped her boyfriend yet. Omari said, okay, I think chat has officially lost the plot. Why are we talking about smut? Because someone brought it up. Dagger said, well, I'm not surprised. Sigh. Eglin said, no, Logan, those finger traps, like if you put in your finger in and we try to pull them out, they get stuck, means overly clingy. So again, I think he said a torture. Did he not say torture? I need to go back and watch the VOD. Maybe I imagined it. But you know, he definitely said bamboo, though. He said bamboo. Nora said, oh, I don't know. I don't care. I just want to hear Laura. Krista said, Logan talked somewhere about knowing smut. Cozy and I directly introduced him to the citrus system. Did I say I know smut? I don't think I said I know smut. Did I? Because I don't know smut. I don't understand it. Oh, no, I think I was talking about like when people make lewd fan art. And then it went to fanfic. I think that's how it jumped over there. Dragon said, yeah, that's kind of what I meant, lol. Jin said, eating dinner, be back soon. See you when you get back, Jin. Quigan said, thank you. I got excited. And Logan said the wrong thing, lol. Eglin said, I'd say to pin, but let that Logan goof up last a little longer. Beep said, that was so long, brah. Nora said, chat, I just took 2 a.m. gay quizzes initiated by Oak. And one said, not gay. And the other said, arrow or ace. So take that, Oak. And Logan and Katie and Crystal and Vera, I defy you all. Well, here's the thing. If you go into it knowing it's a quiz, I don't know if you're going to answer honestly. Beep said, it's okay to be like that, lol. Castle said, something Hololive having their managers play their Tamagotchis for them while in meetings. Quiga said, dang it, chairman was already redeemed. Eglin said, oh no, is he accidentally going to get Doug? Who's Doug? Crystal says, dang, the vacuum is a cool character. I shall recommend that next stream. Quiga said, that's the hope we have. We will see. Because he did say he'd stop streaming when he romances somebody. Well, we might do a few now because there's like multiple girls that seem kind of nice. I don't know. Crystal says, get ready the location wall. Beep said, Dasha was the best by far. I'm just weird like that though, I guess. Eglin said, okay, oh my gosh, that was a worry. I thought he was going to read chat and accidentally sit and stare at a wall long enough. Wait, what? If I sit and stare at a wall long enough? What are you talking about? Do I need to go sit and stare at a wall? Well, I got to go do that then. I got to try that. First, we got to talk to Tinfoil Hat.
Unfortunate about Sandy and corporate events planning. She was responsible for all the best casual Friday themes.
Oh yeah, she got fired.
Now that she's gone, there's finally nothing left of the 7 pioneers.
7 pioneers? It's gonna be more, yeah, 7 pioneers!
In the beginning, there were 7 of us, working out of David's dorm room, stealing Wi-Fi from the neighbors and using cardboard boxes for chairs. We had no idea we were changing the world. We just wanted to design a more efficient paperclip.
This isn't a paperclip.
Then the money started flowing. Money always changes people. Didn't take long for the 7 pioneers to be whittled down to 1.
And that's David most... David, you sneezy? Oh, because the 7 dwarfs. Is it sneezy? I hope it's dopey.
I really need you to take this seriously? And all this? The wretched soul-sucking corporate monster that Valdivian became? The pioneers never wanted that. One by one, they left, but I stayed. Deep down, I really believed David, the old David, was still in there somewhere. But when he wanted to use the Dateviators for military applications, I knew more drastic action was necessary. Quickly.
How do you use this for military applications? We're going to turn inanimate objects into husbandos and waifus and like make an army, I guess. I guess maybe if you do weapons, they'll want to fight. Okay, so you stole them, and so I guess Tinfoil Hat is the last of the 7. The David Most was over the 7. Okay.
I'm sorry, but there's no time. I'm using the display phone at a wireless store, and they closed 30 minutes ago. The sales associate is giving me the stink eye. I'll follow up when I can.
Girls sind Panzer, Tankana May.
Oh, I think I've seen some from that where they, crap, are the girls, is it that they are tanks, or I think they just drive the tanks, like they pilot the tanks, right? I think that's how it works. I could be wrong, but thank you very much, Castle. I know I've seen like a picture from that before of like anime girls in tanks. But hang on, we got to do something very important here. We have 1 heart left. And Eglin said something about staring at a wall for too long. Where's that big? There's a big empty wall. Eglin said something about staring at a wall for too long. So let's stare at a wall for too long. I don't know how long that is, but I'll try to read some more in the chat. Crystal says, that wall shall not be here. Quicken said, oh, wrong person. I thought you mean the wall. Whoops. Castle says, wall, more like wall of text. Crystal says, wall. My man, wall. Eglin said, oh no, he's going to accidentally romance Wallace. I did. Dragon said, Wallace. I like this guy too. Crystal says, wall. I got to pause out of the game occasionally to scroll here. Quickity says, wall. Nora said, check Discord. Crystal says, he final romance wall. Laughing. Castle says, illegal boo. Crystal says, oak. And then I gotta tap this again to scroll down in chat. I need to get caught up. How far behind am I at this point? Eglin said, I'm calling it right now. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do the thing. It'll be so funny. Quickity said he's gonna romance Wallace. He imagine saying, yeah, I might stop streaming the game when I romance somebody. And then this guy exists. Nora said, oak, check Discord. Crystal says, oh no. Eglin says, you keep relapsing, broken heart, instead of taking oak funds like that. Quicken said, I have a beef longa. Do I use it for this guy exactly, or do I just save it? Crystal said, shall we have a boo counter? Oak said, I would rather go broke. Vera said, girl, no. Nora said, both of you check Discord. I beg of you. I gotta get caught up again. If you're lurking, I really appreciate you. Crystal says in DM or spoiler chat. Nora says DM. Vera says Omari no. Crystal says dang. Wall. Eglin says he did it. Crystal laughing. Dragon says smile. Oak said I love you, Wallace. Beep says Wall is my goat. Crap, did I accidentally spoil that by moving? Is it a special wall? Is it not this wall? Maybe it's not this wall. Maybe, I think there was one wall that had like nothing on it. Oh yeah, that was like this wall. Maybe we need to try this wall. It's like a plain wall. That seems unusual because everything else has like, oh no, this is plain too. So maybe it is just any wall. I'm probably overthinking. I just gotta stare at a wall. How long do I gotta stare at a wall? I'm gonna read some YouTube chat. Crystal posted the link tree over there on YouTube, and Eglin said, Logan, those finger traps are made of bamboo. That's why Dirk said bamboo finger trap. Did he not say torture? So they're made of bamboo? I was thinking bamboo was like the actual hard stuff. Maybe it's like bamboo fiber. I'm sorry, I am dumb. But I have heard of like bamboo torture stuff where they like will make the bamboo grow, and like some of it is like really bad where they have like stab into you and it just like slowly grows into you. Eglin said very thin bamboo wood. I don't know if that works. We'll see. Yeah, I think it's a different wall, like where the stairs are. And Eli says, I hate Doug. Who is Doug? And how long do I have to stare? Eli says he's behind the stairs. Okay, so like, wait, what is behind this? Like this wall. This wall then. This is behind the stairs. Apparently. Am I allowed to move or do I have to like be still? How does this work? So see, I gotta scroll the chat here. Oh, no, let's scroll in the chat. Let's see. Quick said, so you're saying something about stopping streams. Was your romance? Somebody, Vera laughing. Chris said, Wallace is amazing. Vera said, first romance. Crystal says, we beat the game. Credits, and then a keyboard slam. I gotta once again scroll in the chat. Eglin says, I called it. Dragon said, funniest outcome ever. La, 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 love it. Beep says, huge. And I gotta scroll some more, because there's just, like, links and things. Quick said, wall, 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 wall. Dragon said, wall, 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 wall. Quick said, add quote, we're not talking to the wall. We're not taking the wall to bed. Eglin said, the way I called that Wallace would be your first romance even before he started to date everything, I consider that a major win. There's a timestamp, 2 hours, 3 minutes. I am over an hour behind still. How is this possible? Crystal adds the quote, are we on a slow mode, hopefully? Eglin said, a lot of VTubers create a specific tag for not safe for work art, I think. Well, I think most of the ones I watch are mainly a couple of indies and HoloLive. I know HoloLive is like, even though the VTubers themselves aren't squeaky clean, I think they keep their tags clean. Beep said, Logan, just like me, for real. Nora said, I heard Laura Bailey, so I'm happy now I'm gonna sleep. Good night, chat. Good night, Nora. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Sleep well. Sorry, we're going overtime. Beep said, good night, buddy. Castle says, overwhelming. Ah, Castle! That is a good pun. High five to you. Quegan says, I'd quote, I don't want to know what that wall is going to do to me. Beep says, yes. Eglin says, I think it's canon that the main character is wearing the red shirt DLC. Prove. Oh, whoa, whoa!
An expanse of blinding white, muscled skin fills your vision. It reminds you of that class field trip to the art museum, if not for the torn jeans on this ivory Adonis's lower body.
I didn't even have to click anything. Why is his head so plain? So gloriously, beautifully, sexily plain. Okay.
But as your eyes continue to travel up and take everything in, you note that the similarities to a classic marble statue come to an abrupt and screeching halt at this guy's face.
Oh, come on, narrator. You were calling everyone beautiful and gorgeous. You don't think this guy's beautiful? I could just gaze only at that face.
He almost resembles a bleached bowling ball. His eyes are two dark and unreadable holes. His mouth nothing more than a thin line. He has no nose, no cheekbones, no ears. His shining white face is simply devoid of just about anything.
Beautifully devoid. You know what it is? What is nice about this type of face? I've heard this before that with art, like if you simplify it enough, then anyone can like transpose themselves onto it. So he is all of us.
Sup, baby?
What?
That's a fantastic red shirt you've got.
Thank you. I actually took it off for this stream. And why does his voice sound familiar too?
Glad it doesn't cover your sweet ass.
Okay, now I know you're lying. It's not sweet. Excuse me. Oh, that's hey. We're gonna do that line we talked about before. I work out. I work out.
Yeah, well, not enough.
That is true. That is true. I only go to the gym about 3 times a week. I'm a busy guy. Yeah, my body dysmorphia agrees.
Yeah, she would, wouldn't she?
Wait, it's a person?
We haven't talked in a bit, but last time I checked, it's been real.
Wait. Oh yeah, you can do concepts. Is my body dysmorphia a concept I can date? Who are you anyway?
Yeesh. I gotta write a whole dissertation for you.
Just say who you are, bro.
You want some graphs and pie charts?
Yes, but that's unrelated to this. I just appreciate visual representations of statistical concepts.
Oh, how about some Venn diagrams?
I love Venn diagrams.
Will that help you figure it out?
It would. Yes, please. Maybe. Can I see the pie charts? I doubt. Yes, please.
Oh my God. I was being facetious.
I'm being sincere.
It's a good thing you're nice to look at, because you're definitely not much in the brains department.
Why are your nipples so detailed?
Here, I'll give you a hint about my true secret identity. I'm what you spend your entire life avoiding.
Thinking about my own impending death? Dying alone? Going outside? Hot cheese! Reconnecting with my strange parents. Falling pianos from tall buildings? What do I try to avoid?
A boyfriend.
He's just the manifestation of a boyfriend? Thank you very much, Vera, for the 10 bits. Okay, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, I'm not going outside. I like cheese. I don't have estranged parents. Going outside is a bit, I guess kind of true. But let's say falling pianos from tall buildings?
Maybe.
It'd suck.
I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I don't want to encounter that.
But not even remotely close. I'm your overwhelming sense of existential dread.
I was right, thinking about my own impending death. Oh, I know this guy. I am already so intimate with this man.
But my homies call me Doug.
Doug, existential dread.
Hang on. My
Ah!
content aware is going off.
Yeah, I know, this is like the one guy that I might actually hit really close to home with me, but I should read some more in the chat. Let's see. I gotta read some of the chat. Beep was saying already read that. Let's see. Yeah, Beep says yes. Eglin says, I think it's canon the main character is wearing the red shirt DLC provided and underwear. And that's it. So I'm not wearing any pants? Like, for real? Quicken said, question, maybe after the Shadow you could check up on Luna. Dragon says, Shadow. Quicken said, I date a solid black, to be honest. Eglin said, hi, Alex Lee. Castle said, genuine question. Do you think he'll see this in time? I did not. Crystal said, freaking pro tag. Vera said, I'm not sure. Quicken said, nah, I usually just ask questions if the mods think, yeah, this is cool, they'll pin it, but I'm chill either way. Vera said, whoa. Eglin said, it is Alex Lee. Vera said, I've never met this guy before. Dragon says, faints, he's so cool. Crystal says, it is Alex. Crystal says his name is for a loser, though, huh?
I think we need to enforce Bic slow mode like 45 seconds in the beginning of the next date. Everything stream, yay or nay?
Well, didn't we have like some type of a rule where it was 10 seconds for every chunk of time, like a second for every minute or so I'm behind, starting at 10. So if or maybe starting at 20 or something. Starting at 20 second slow mode if I get a half hour behind, 30 second slow mode. But then we'll need like more frequent timestamps or something. But yeah, I think we're going to have to initiate more of a slow mode because, wow, I am far behind. And I'm glad that there's so much chatting going on. But I want to make sure that I catch up to it. It's just going to be a while. Wow, crap, we're on emote only? I mean, should we just have like a really long slow mode? Because I feel bad if people can only emote. You know, let me read some more YouTube chat as well. I got to scroll up a little bit because there's more stuff happening there right now. Let's see. Yeah, Eli was saying behind the stairs. Yes. Fully still boy. There he is. Eglin says there he is. Eli says, I hate this. Dido, I hate Doug. Eglin said, this is Pro ZD, by the way. Oh, that's why he sounded familiar. Jack says, no way. Eli said, not all of us. I am not a part of him. Eglin said, he is raw dogging the floor with his grippers. Eli says, they are so detailed. Eglin said, so glad the game crops before the feet. I genuinely hate feet. I hate feet too, Eglin. So you are correct. Eli said, I hate Doug. I wish the world would, wish he would completely crop him out. Ray Cheese and Robbie Damon, what were you thinking? Jack says, bro, what did Doug do? You act like you know him personally. I do know existential dread personally. Every night at 3 a.m. It's awful. Eglin said, before the game came out, I love Doug so much, but for some reason, every time I find a character I like before the game comes out, it always turns out to be B-holes. Eli says, I hate Doug. There's a pin message on Twitch written by Castle, pinned by Vera, said, okay, so why wasn't overwhelming existential dread attractive when I had it? I always assumed it must have been attractive for me because I keep returning to it. I keep going back to it, even though I hate it so much. That's the only reason I could think for going back there. But thank you for the pin message. I gotta read some more. Nora says, oh my gosh, I just came back for a second. What? Eglin said this is one of the few I saw the VA reveal for. Dragon said, I know it's a common server name, but who cares? He's freaking cool. Vera says, I win. Quiga said, you should totally check the Shadows story when you can. It's a very fun time. Eglin said, am I gonna have to add him to my Hear Me Out? Queen Katie with a timestamp. 2 hours, 16 minutes. I'm still over an hour behind. Castle said, I feel like Shadow Lord 420XXX hangs out with the Hanks in the closet. Eglin said, it's the deep voices. I'm losing it. Vera said, I shall. Quicken said, also, Logan, another note about the shadow that you didn't notice. That shadow stays there no matter what, even at night. It's in the same spot shape right there. Doesn't go away in the dark. That's why I said, yeah, it was the wrong shadow. I didn't really notice, though, so I had to be told. But thank you, Queen Katie. Dragon said, haha, Logan finally chose dark mode for once, finally. Eglin said he wants a Discord kitten/J. Dragon said, deep voices are my weakness, too. Castle says, cataclysm, heh. Ladybug reference, heh. Oh, wait, wrong dateable. Is there a ladybug in this? Oh, no, probably because for Tim Tom, the cat. Eglin said, let him info dump Logan. Dragon says, oh, I love Ninja Sex Party. Chris said, get jailed while he reads chat. Cat Katie says, it's any day, whatever. Crystal says, my mod view is being stupid. Dragon says, okay, so that means it could be the same thing with Tim arriving to him at noon. Beep says, W to whoever was talking about that NSP song. 2, lol, I don't remember who said it was. Crystal says, add quote. Quiga says, yay, I have officially been objectified. Quiga said, hunger for wafers, BRB, see when you get back. Again, if you're lurking in the chat, in the stream, I really appreciate you. I really desperately got to catch up to chat here. I am so far behind. So if you lurk and if you stick around, you are the new MVPs for the night. Crystal says, already pinned it. Don't worry, Vero. Welcome back, Vero. Queen said, back with the wafers. Crystal said, nom the wafers. Beep says, Shadow Lord 419 is shaking in his boots right now. Queen said, I assume Transformers. Yeah, Vero said, that sounds so cool. I can't wait. Dragon says, but he is sexy. Shadow is so freaking hot. Eglin said, I decided to look at the pronouns for Shadow Lord. Heck yeah, he, it, slay. Dragon says, aw, she adorable. Queen said, oh, is she an actress? Crystal says, where is Nora? Here's her girly. Castle said, honestly, yeah, there's no way Shadow Lord isn't some sort of genderqueer. Eglin said, so maybe we've been slacking on the Cherami. She could be Logan's type somewhat. Here's the thing, in real life, I've told you before, I've sworn off of dating actresses so many times. I'm really have become of the opinion that actors and actresses should not date each other. But she cute. Dragon said, and she's an actress too, sweet. Quigata said, low-key makes sense why Cherami is an actress, because there's so many different chair types. Veer said, that is totally Makoto Nijima. Crystal said, she's Cherami, or VA is Cherami. Dragon said, that's cute. Timestamp there, 2 hours, 42 minutes. Wait. 2 hours, 42 minutes. I'm getting caught up slowly. Cass said, I keep forgetting to include a sliver of context in my comments. The texture on clothes hangers saves a lot of, slippery materials, clothes from falling off. That's what you're talking about, slippery clothes. Yeah, because I don't have it, because I would imagine that'd be a thing for like silk type of clothes. Beep said, Tim plays for Days in a Maze, and there's Minotaur Tor, Mini Tor. Crystal says, how's your art fight going so far? By the way, to Queen Katie, Queen Katie said, so I'm learning something about Cherami. Next stream, definitely pay attention to what day of the week you're on when you talk to her. Yeah, so Saturdays is murder mysteries. Queen Katie said, I did 5 attacks and I got hit by a storm of defense. So much art for my ponies. Dark Wolf with the lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Dark Wolf. Crystal says, floor. 5 is crazy awesome. Dragon said, oh, the floor. And her name is Florence. Says, cute murder mystery. I love murder mysteries. Queen Katie said, now that I know what the chair's like, I so badly want to get her next time I play. Veer said, I'm glad we met her laughing. She's so fun. Dragon said, your friend, she's the culprit. Dragon said, for real, I'm in love. Chaotic says, oh, Logan, how's the date? I'm definitely not stalking the date. Not going well. All the girls I've liked have friend zoned me tonight. Castle says, ergonomic. I was trying to combine erotic with ergonomic, but it didn't really work. Crystal says, oh, we still don't have any raid suggestions. Quiggy said, Logan, you could close the game. The game autosaves after every interaction, so you just go back right after the last save you did. Oh, that's what I could have done. Well, darn it. Vera said, Logan is way back there. Oh my gosh. Dagger said, gotta go to my nail appointment. Good night, everyone. Good night. Dagger, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your nail appointment. Thank you for hanging out with us. Quiggy said he's at the hamper. And another raid suggestion. Oh, it's for the Cozy Introvert. Well, we have raided her recently. I do like Cozy quite a lot, but I do try to prioritize people that we haven't raided like in the recent past. But I appreciate the suggestion. I should check to see if any of the raid suggestions that Crystal gave earlier are even still online at this point, though. Eglin said, okay, I don't want to bring down any good mood or anything, but apparently the Burger King foot lettuce guy died, like the guy who stood in the lettuce, not the voice, but still. Yeah, I heard that like a week ago, and it's so weird because it is always sad whenever someone online dies, but I'm amazed at the sheer number of people that seem like really sad that he died. Did he do like other stuff after the foot lettuce? Veer said he's so behind. Castle said, short in retro. Oh, that's another raid suggestion then. So let me copy that down. 18 plus tag, but seems mostly appropriate. So let me put that one in the list as well. Thank you very much. I should check the YouTube chat again. Where's YouTube chat at? Let's see. Eli says, I don't know, but he just makes me so uncomfortable. And I hate it. Well, in that case, we should probably see what these tags are and get them off the screen while I slowly catch up in the chat. So content aware is going off.
Doug is a bit of an abusive dude.
No.
If you have any issues with constant aggression from someone, I'd recommend skipping him.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that seems appropriate for existential dread.
You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
I mean, this is the one thing that'll actually get to me, but I am very familiar with this kind of stuff.
Carry on, then.
Oh, the papa?
First time chatter.
Oh, thank you very much, Vero. Okay, that's good because I am so far behind in the chat. So let me tab out of this and scroll my overlay right down to the bottom. Little Howler Cat Lover said, this guy's a jerk. Yeah, that's what I picked up here. Welcome, Little Howler Cat Lover. May I call you Little Howler for short? Since you're new here, let me give you the rundown of the channel real quick. First of all, our schedule, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We just finished our main 2 games that we were playing before. Those were Metaphor ReFantazio, Ace Attorney Investigations 2. So we just started 2 new games, Date Everything, and Deltarune, Chapter 3. So we'll be playing those kind of alternating. Also, I read every comment in chat. but I am very, very far behind right now. So I do apologize. If you type anything, I will read. In a lot of the rest of the stream now, because we're actually going overtime. Our streams are usually about roughly 3 hours. In a little bit, I'm going to be doing a really long dive to read every single comment in the chat because I got way behind on accident here. But welcome, Little Howler. I hope you enjoy your time here. And yes, this guy does seem like a jerk. So clearly you got a good head on your shoulders. So yeah, let's keep going with this then. Hi, Doug. Wait, oh, I don't have enough sass. Doug, that's just one letter off from dough. That's a really lame thing. Hi, Doug. What is existential red? So that explains why you don't have a nose. What explains why he doesn't have a nose? What did he say right before this? I don't know. I'm just going to be nice. Hi, Doug.
Did I say we were homies?
No, but I'll still kiss you goodnight. Oh, I just assumed. Yes, you did.
Nope.
You probably called me homie.
But enough about me. What's your name, baby?
Logan. Bye-bye.
Can smell flowers and be joyous.
Without the nose. How does this guy smell without a nose? Awful. He smells awful. He does not bathe. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. So is that what he said? Something about smelling flowers and being joyous? I don't even know anymore. Okay, Ms. Belvedere. Spartacus! I feel like he doesn't like joking around. So I'm just gonna be... Actually, no, maybe he might. Let's try it. I am Spartacus.
I knew Spartacus back in high school.
Oh, hey, you knew me in high school.
What a whiny little bitch.
Yep, that was me. Yeah, lots of people go by Spartacus. That's the whole thing. Wait, high school? How old are you?
Old enough for you to call me daddy.
I'd rather not. And you can call me absolutely not. Well, then you can call me daddy's little dumpling. Great. You be daddy, I'll be Spartacus.
Shudder.
Yeah, it's too late. We're doing the cringe thing.
That doesn't fit your vibe at all. We need something that really captures your fundamental, immutable essence.
He's gonna call me a loser, isn't he?
I'm gonna call you...
He's gonna call me loser.
Dork.
Oh, I was close. Yeah, that's accurate. Why are you so cruel? No, that's accurate.
Damn straight. I could smell the dork on you from a mile away.
How you don't have a nose?
Smells like nacho cheese-flavored corn chips. Anyway, dork, since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful and help me out.
With what? Sounds great. What can I do? Do I have to? Yeah, with what?
So I'm doom-scrolling Share Bucket, okay?
Okay, what's that supposed to be a stand-in for? Share Bucket? What social media platform is Share Bucket? What's Share Bucket? Doom scrolling sounds bad. 'Cause of the doom! Share Bucket, the fried chicken joint?
No, that's Bucket Share.
Oh, easy mistake, easy mistake.
The one that tastes like poor life decisions.
Yeah.
Share Bucket is Valdivian's 8th most addictive social media platform.
Oh, that's not very addictive then.
I've been doom scrolling for hours, and even my totally ripped finger is tired from swiping.
Do you need me to swipe for you, bro?
So why don't you scroll for me for a while? I think it's a task suitable for your talents. I use that term loosely. Plus, you get to keep hanging out with me, and I'm dope as hell.
We gotta scroll for him. Kind of sounds like a waste of time. Sounds great!
Oh, it's incredible. And here, I'll even sweeten the deal.
Will I get to occasionally tap on things?
You swipe for a while, and I'll reward you with, a Doug point.
We get a Doug point!
He holds out what appears to be a sort of badge. A golden image of his iconic blank face framed by laurel leaves.
What's a Doug point? What's the Doug point to USD exchange rate? Can I trade Doug points for cool prizes? Like at an arcade, at the end we get like a plastic spider ring and a stale fruit-flavored Tootsie Roll? Huh?
This is like the extemp points.
It is! Did you see, Vera? We earned some extemp points in the Discord server today. I'm very happy. I'm gonna save up some for a good prize. Either a good prize or I will purchase Risei to prevent Nora from purchasing Risei.
Sure, if it'll shut you up.
Hey, we get cool
Anyway,
prizes.
Enough yammering.
And thank you for the 10 bits, Vero.
Read me some viral Share Bucket posts, would you? What are the top 3 most popular posts right now?
This guy says Mexico is a psyop. This senator wants to replace all airplanes with blimps. That's unrealistic. There's only a couple dozen blimps in existence. There's an argument about what makes the best grilled cheese. Let's say Mexico is a psyop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense, right?
I know, crazy, right?
Rebucket that stat.
Yeah. On it!
Man, this is great. Way better than just scrolling and reading by myself.
I'm trying to be such a good supportive sidekick to this creepy bro.
And only 357 billion hours of premium content to go.
That's not so much. That's shorter than One Piece.
We're making great time.
Seems insurmountable. Sorry, how many hours? This doesn't seem like premium content.
Are you for real, dork? Or else am I gonna learn that cats secretly built the pyramids? The lamestream media?
I don't know, there's probably like a Stargate episode about that.
They're captured by the cat lobby and you know.
I know. Yeah, that's fair. It just seems like a waste of time. I don't think there's a cat lobby. No, that's fair. That is fair.
Fair? It's basically more true than anything you'll learn in your shitty little life. Look, you came around here and asked to spend time with me, so I graciously invited you to participate in my kick-ass activities.
I stared at a wall. You clicked on me.
But I don't have to doom scroll with you.
Oh, no, please.
There's plenty of other moderately attractive humans or concepts I could be doom scrolling with. I mean, I should just text Abby. She is super hot.
Who's Abby?
She did things even porn won't show in some states.
I don't want to meet Abby anymore. Oh, crap, who's Abby?
Abby? She's the unceasingly empty feeling of abandonment.
Oh, hey. And a pin message written by Oak, pinned by Vera said, in another world, Logan would be such a good goon, as in henchman. I told you before, I think that'd be fun. I would love to be a henchman goon. I should read some more in the chat, though. I should read some more. Eglin said, okay, I don't want to bring down... Oh, I read that. Vera said he's so behind. Dragon said, I'm asking for anyone this. I'm sorry if I asked this 3 times, but I just want to know if it doesn't matter what day you meet Timothy at noon, as long as it's at noon, of course. Queen said, no, not the Davenport. Gecko, Caddick says, Logan is such a ladies' man. Vera said, I'm honestly not too sure, but it's funny if he's mad as well. Crystal said, well, Logan died a second time. Dragon said, okay, and yeah, it'd be pretty funny if he still got mad, lol. And a clip. There's a clip. Let me load this up into the clip viewer so we can watch this one together and see a timestamp to see how far behind I am in the chat now at this point. 33 minutes. Not nearly as bad as it could have been. So let's watch this clip together while I have a sip of water, titled Logan Dies a Second Time. Oh, crap. No! And right after I said, as long as she doesn't immediately say Davenport, she immediately said Davenport. Makes me sad. Makes me so sad. Beep said, that's so cringe. Dragon says, ooh, that's how you get out of the finger trap. Interesting. Thanks for the fact, Logan. Vera said, emotes only jail as Logan reads chat, so I should be able to scroll a bunch through emotes only, right? Caddick said, was that you, Crystal? Crystal says, huh, what did I do? Logan, don't talk to Doug. No, because very pin please behind the stairs. Stare at it for probably a minute. Be still. Timestamp 3 hours, 14 minutes. Okay, so I'm like 20 minutes behind. Vera laughing. Crystal says, stop. Songwon Cho is his VA. That man is a skit maker in YouTube. Yeah, no, I've seen the Pro ZD skits. He does a very good Goofy impression. Crystal says, no way. Vera said, I can hear it now. He also is in Dungeon Meshi, right? Dragon says, heart. Chris says, why did I search this? I'm still not moving on. This is Song Wong Cho. Vera said, Logan, oh, sweet thing. We were starting at 30. Chat is just chatty. Vera says, laughing. Castle says, okay, so why wasn't overwhelming existential dread attractive when I had it? I like how you only had it past tense. I continue to have it every day. Vera said, 180 seconds. Chaotic said, that was you, Vera? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Vera said, sorry, Chaotic. Vera said, we're good cop, bad cop. Dragon says, oh, apparently staring at a wall does summon another wall guy. Dang, he's ripped too. Vera said it's more fit if you have existential crisis. I just made this up. Crystal says he is neither beating my man Wallace, though. Vera said, gonna get water, see if he'll catch up by then. Lurk, see when you get back from the lurk. Crystal said, spoiler, he won't. Timestamp 3:24. Okay, 15 minutes behind. Vera says, I return. Unlurk, thank you for the unlurk. He's close, though. Crystal says, very close. Vera said, I'm thinking about breakfast after Logan ends stream. Takeout, yay or nay? It depends what the takeout is. If it's breakfast food takeout, then sure. Otherwise, I prefer take in at home. There's Little Howler Cat Lover. Are you still here? Did you leave because I was so far behind? I hope you're still here. I always like making new friends. Dragon says, oh man, he's abusive. Eglin says, he's literally existential dread, like the constant thought of death and mortality. Vera says, can't whoops. Crystal laughing. Oak says, ad quote, what a whiny little B word. Yep, that's me. They had Pro ZD said, daddy, what the heck? Crystal adds the quote. Dragon says, oh, I see, nods. Little Howler Cat Lover said, if you want a cool guy today, try the food bowl in the kitchen. Table fun fact. He is voiced by Michael Tatum, who helped develop the game, so he voices Sebastian Michaels from the anime Black Butler. I've only ever seen one episode of Black Butler. There's a while back, and I'm going to write this down, by the way, the food bowl here, because we have a list. So I've added that to the list. I've only ever seen one episode of Black Butler because like a couple of years ago, some friends of mine, I just kind of decided that I was going to take recommendations of friends of mine, try the first episode of a whole bunch of anime. So I did first episode of Black Butler, of, what were the other ones? Fairy Tail, Soul Eater, a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't gotten back and seen any more of it, but I noted for a while that like there was a period of time, every single fangirl I knew was into 3 animes. If you were a girl in an anime, you were into Yuri on Ice, Ouran High School Host Club, and Black Butler. It was like the trifecta. Castle says, wait, he's so passively degrading. I mean, I want to slap him, but his very good characterization, not only be aggressively negative. Oak says, in another world, Logan would be such a good goon. Oh, so I gotta be close. I was pinned just a bit ago. Vera says, amazing. Dragon says, hey, you know, I like the nickname Dork. It's kind of cute in a fun way. You know what it reminds me of? I've seen a clip of, still never played any of the Spyro the Dragon games, but there's one I saw where he like went through a portal and there was some like cute fawn character and she called him a dork. And I'm like, I like the two of them now. I'm emotionally invested in their relationship. Little Howler Cat Lover says, dork is the name of male whale's reproductive part. Ain't it cute? Oh. ... reproductive part. Ain't it cute? Says they're dork. I've learned something I didn't know I needed to know today. Crystal says he's in Dungeon Meshi. Vera said it is breakfast takeout. I don't know if I should make a sandwich or takeout. Dragon says, Logan, when I say oh, I'm saying it is a long oh. When I say ooh, it's the oh, so when there's no H. Okay. And Eglin says, dang, called out. I was an Ouran girly. Crystal says, okay, dang, Black Butler. Little Howler Cat Lover says, lol. Castle said, past tense dread because I've gone through severe pains to wrangle my mental health to a functional state. Well, I'm glad that you made it there then. I mean, that's good. You've overcome a lot, and you should be proud of that. Okay, I'm almost caught up in chat, but let's at least get through this hangout then before we wind down. Was there anything over on YouTube? Chat, Crystal was posting Linktree, says abusive with that face. Eli says help. Eglin said I'm honestly having fun with this. Maybe I'm far too in tune with existential dread. Oh boy.
Right up my alley.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you're right. Go after her, not me. Maybe go spend some more time with Abby. I like you, Doug. I just don't want to doom scroll. I don't want to be dismissive, but I don't. I guess you're right. Go after her, not me.
Damn straight I am. I'm always right. Tell you what, maybe our interests aren't 100% aligned, but that's okay.
I can be friends with my own existential dread?
A lot of power couples famously were opposites. It's not the end of the world.
I agree. It's not. No, I agree. Sure, I'll agree. I'll agree with
Absolutely.
you, bro. Oh, yes,
See,
and that.
The end of the world happens in 7.59 billion years when the sun engulfs the Earth, destroying our planet and everything that ever existed.
I know, but there's also the fact that in 5 billion years from now, the Milky Way galaxy is going to collide with the Andromeda galaxy. However, there's so much empty space between all the objects, very few things will actually crash into each other. However, just all the objects moving around will mess up the gravitational orbit of the objects, the solar systems within the galaxy orbiting around the galactic central. And if we end up getting flung to the center of either galaxy, the intense radiation from the massive ancient stars will kill us a lot sooner than our sun extinguishes. Doug! Gosh, didn't you know that? I'm sorry, what? So climate change doesn't destroy us? Yay, as long as it destroys Bakersfield. Oh, crap. I've been to Bakersfield. There's some wonderful people in Bakersfield, but you know what? That is fair. Oh, that is crap. I love the people of Bakersfield, but that is a rotten place.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Have you been to Bakersfield?
Kind of fucked up to single out one specific city you want obliterated.
Have you been to Bakersfield?
Like, what did Bakersfield do to deserve that?
It has a spore that grows on the fossils that are drilled there that if you inhale it, you will have a fungus growing in your lungs for the rest of your life, giving you an illness that will recur called Mountain Valley Fever.
But you do you, I guess. What matters is, I'm hot and you're passably attractive, so I don't want to blow this up over nothing. Especially since Abby isn't returning my texts.
Passably attractive? You're too kind. Aw, thanks, Ab. You gotta stop texting Abby, bro!
Why? You trying to move in on my turf?
No, you gotta let... You can't seem needy.
No way. Go find your own concepts to share memes with. Tell you what, why don't you come back around here later and I'll try to find us a new activity we both like. Cool?
I really like that. Sure, whatever. I recommend Sudoku.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anyway,
I do like
I gotta
Sudoku.
go find some school children and explain to them that no matter what they do, their parents will eventually entropy and die.
Okay.
And the reverse is even worse. Parents outliving their children. Good shit, good shit.
Have fun. Well, they were gonna learn eventually. That's super cool. Yeah, they were gonna learn it eventually, Doug.
Exactly. You get it. I'm doing a benevolent service. And don't worry if you can't stop thinking about me tonight when you're all alone in your bed.
The problem is I'm not going to be alone in my bed. Betty is always there.
That's totes normal. I tend to have that effect on people. Oh, and don't text me. I don't do clingy. Later, Dorcas.
Now I'm Dorcas because I'm like a dork Spartacus. Okay, so we are officially out of hearts for the day. We are going to save, but I am going to save like a different save slot because I still feel bad about our Jeremy thing there that she had to Davenport me. I feel bad about that, but we've like doubled the number of people that we've met, and so that's good. Oak said, thank you for the very wall stream. It made me smile. Dragon said, I didn't know that either. I learned something about whales. Crystal said, thank you for the very, you're taking the wall to bed stream? Crystal said, Logan, I'm in a planetarium, trust. Oak said, Logan finally hits a planetarium guy. Dragon said, that made 0 sense. Dragon said, or Eglin said, Logan, do you need to talk to someone? Eglin said, or excuse me. Queekita said, thank you for the very wall stream. See y'all next time for TV time once again. And there's a clip in the chat. Hang on, even though we're winding down the stream pretty soon, we gotta pop this clip up onto the stream so we can all watch this together and see what this is. This should be single-digit minutes behind, right? Crap, this clip from 1 minute ago is titled "Logan Hates Bakersfield." Well, I spent 3 months there once. Oh, what was that? Oh, Little Howler Cat Lover, thank you for the follow. I assume that means that you were enjoying the stream so far. So thank you. I gave you the rundown earlier, but let me. Someone probably already did this, but let me pop the link tree into the chat for you, because that has all of our social media links, including like a Discord invite link. No pressure if you're not into Discord. Not everybody is, but it's there. We have a fun community, so feel free to check it out if you want. Let's watch this clip. I'll read the last few comments. We're going to figure out who we're going to raid, and it'll be good times. Bakersfield. Oh, crap. I've been to Bakersfield. There's some wonderful people in Bakersfield, but you know what? That is fair. Oh, that is crap. I love the people of Bakersfield, but that is a rotten place.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Have you been to Bakersfield?
Kind of fucked up to single out one specific city you want obliterated.
Have you been to Bakersfield?
Like, what did Bakersfield do to deserve that?
It has a spore that grows on the fossils that are drilled there that if you inhale it, you will have a fungus growing in your lungs for the rest of your life, giving you an illness that will recur called Mountain Valley Fever.
But you do you, I guess.
It's true. It is true. Thank you very much for the clip, Oak. I appreciate that. Oh crap! I was checking something here for the raids in just a little bit. I gotta click all my stuff. Vera said, "Thank you for the very Davenport stream." Little Howler Cat Lover. May I call you Little Howler for short? Said Jeremy is a voice actress for Lucy Hartfilia from Fairy Tale. That was another anime. Oh yeah, I mentioned that. That was one that I watched like one episode of. What were some of the others? I'm trying to remember. Oak said, "How has the stream gone? Almost an hour overtime." Quickest had got my hearing processor off, so I'm totally deaf now, but good night, y'all. Yay, rating soon, I hope. Vera said, good night, Katie. He's almost caught up. There we go. 3 hours, 45 minutes, and 54 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. Let me take a look over at YouTube chat. Eli says, dude, I left to get water and we're still on Doug. Yeah, because I was catching up on the chat. But Eli and everyone who's lurking or anyone who's new, let me give you the rundown on the channel here. I already said this a couple times, so this may be some repeat, but we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are now alternating between 2 brand new games. This one, Date Everything, and Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. So we're just beginning chapter 3. So that means tomorrow is a Saturday, no stream tomorrow. Sunday's going to be Deltarune. Tuesday, we're going to pick up where we left off here. We might go back and redo that Jeremy hangout. I'm not sure. I might like to try that again. Let me take a look at the raid suggestions. Let's see some of them. One's on slow mode. This one I think Castle had said had a mature rating, but I don't see any mature rating on it because it's just doing Escape from Monkey Island, and that's just a normal game. Then we also got some Persona, and so. Yeah. I gotta pick between these two. Let's do. I'll default to whichever one has the fewest number of followers in addition to viewers. So I'm gonna do this one. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling as we get everything ready here. But yes, once again, we're. Initiate the raid. There we are. Thank you very much for typing the raid message there. I'm going to copy paste over to YouTube. Oh, well, you know, if you're on YouTube, if you scroll up just a little bit, Crystal posts the link tree there. That has all my social media, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. I probably said some stuff multiple times. All the stuff. My brain is kind of fried after this from that long trying to catch up in chat. Let's see. Crystal says, night, guys. Dragon says, yay. There's the raid message. Thank you very much. I will copy this down on my clipboard. Oak says, good night, everyone. Love y'all. Thank you guys, by the way, for putting up with how far overtime we've gone for like the past week or so. I really, really appreciate that. I'll try to get back onto our normal schedule soon. Little Howler says, this dude could be an auction announcer. Do we have 50? 50, we have 50, do we have 50, do we have 60? Crap. I can't do it right now. 50, we have 50, 60, we have 70, a super fast talker. I try, but anytime I try to talk fast, like, I can do it without thinking. If I try to talk fast, I stumble. Castle says, is just a stream tag. Oh, it's a stream tag is all. Chris said, Paul Wall, because you romance the wall. Hey, how about that? Okay, because like they both have like very similar numbers. They're only like 2 off from each other. But we will do this one just in case. Veer says, get a good rest, everyone. And Logan, I guess, and me. I still need to catch up with the Transformers chat. Dragon said, yeah, I'm glad you finally got to Shadow. Yes, anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. Eli over there, I was also wondering if you do anything like kindergarten. Jack says, actually made it this way over to, oh crap, the raid's about to start. Love and appreciate you all. See y'all on Monday, or on Sunday. For Delta Room, bye everybody on Twitch. Bye. Bye. And over on YouTube, Jack saying I actually made it through this way overtime stream. That should show my appreciation. Logan, good night. I'll see you next time. I do appreciate it. And thank you very much. The Twitch raid is already initiated. So for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.